Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I'm Cherokee, and with me tonight is Johnny Baghead.
Hello there.
And we're returning to Painful Pinball. This is a series we started about a month ago. We're coming up to the second, and for now, final part of it. Last time we started with some of the earliest days of video pinball, and looked at some of the bad pinball games leading up into 1994. Today, we're starting from 1995 and going all the way up to the modern era, to the modern generation of consoles. So I've been looking forward to this. It's been a while. Johnny, you and I are huge fans of pinball.
Oh, yes.
And even a bad pinball game I like playing. So I've been looking forward to getting you and me back together to play this.
Yeah. All right, let's get this show. Wait, hang on. Where's Cass?
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Sorry.
And nice of you to drop in.
All right, now we can get started.
Yes. Cass, would you like to take over? Are you ready?
Is
you good to
ringing. Is my nose broken?
Well, if Cass isn't going to do this, then I think it's up to me at this point to get us ready for Charky's Stream Snack. It's a Stream Snack. Do you love this part, right, Cass?
Hello?
So
My
tonight's
bell got
Stream
rung.
Snack is Odom's Tennessee Pride Sausage Balls, made with pork sausage, cheddar cheese, and biscuit mix, made of 100% pork, which is a lie because there's also cheddar cheese and biscuit mix. Now, I had to come back with the pinball-themed food again. Last time it was I think it was the little... What was the last time? The hash brown... Cass, you remember? It was like hash brown balls?
I think I know what dying feels like.
Anyway, sausage balls. Let's give it a shot. Oh. Oh, wow. That's so much juicier than I expected. It tastes straight up like a breakfast sausage. Like, I could eat this for breakfast, surely. But, that's good. That's real juicy. Like, I was worried that it wouldn't come out good because I didn't air fry it. But,
I think my head got tenderized. Nice. I think there was, little spiky bits on the end of the flippers. I guess those are the pixels.
Well, Cass, it sounds like you might need some rehabilitation. Just like Monster Rehab Tea and Lemonade. Going for the original flavor night, just the plain old tea lemonade, no fruits. And let's give it a shot again, but you know how it's going to be. It's real good. It's like an Arnold Palmer, but with 160 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, Johnny, are you having anything to snack on tonight?
Oh, I do. Unfortunately, I did not plan ahead and get pinball-style stuff. But I have some Pop-Outs barbecue flavor. Doesn't say what they are, but they're like rice.
I'm eating barbecue flavor.
Oh, here we go. They're potato pellets. And I've also got myself.
Are you a hamster?
Yeah. They say pellets, but they look more like the rice-based ones when they're like flat. I don't know.
I can't
from
visualize
Aldi,
this, to be honest.
All I can taste is
I can't visualize it in Aldi's either.
Yeah.
Is that your stream snack, Cass? Do you have anything to wash that down?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speaking of losing tooth, I also have a bit of a sweet tooth. So I also have a apple and cream crumble blondie cup, which is like a little cupcake with like apple and cream and stuff like that. That's a little treat to reward myself later.
Yeah, you're really treating yourself tonight. Well, I think that'll do it for the stream snack. Now listen, we can bellyache about who's losing blood and who's missing important body parts all day, but I think we should get into the pinball here.
Yeah, I guess I could do that for you.
All right. Straighten yourself out, stiff upper lip. Unless you need to get it
I think I need to get the lip
up
stitched.
first.
Yeah, before it regains rigidity. Okay. Okay, back in the game cast. Where last we left off, last time around, I think we had finished the year out with a Petanque, 1994's Petanque.
I think after that, none of us could manage anymore.
So, I guess that means we're going to pick up in 1995 this time around. Let me just make sure this slideshow actually loads. Perfect. The Getaway High Speed 2 for the...
made by Teams Star for the PlayStation 2.
Why? Yep. I think there's some weird... Hold on. Let me close out of a couple things, because you two have been coming in a little distorted. Close the distance from your mics, get everything set up, and I'll intro this game real quick. This was developed by Unexpected Development and published by Williams in 1995. So this one is here because it is an actual, honest-to-God pinball table. And we actually have a photo for comparison here. This is what the genuine Williams article looks like. So, as we move into the game, I want everyone just to bear this image in the back of their minds. And we're going to have you, Johnny, get the ball rolling, ball number 1, with our first game tonight. I am legitimately hungover, by the way. That whole intro is just a mask for the fact that I'm absolutely not 100% tonight, but we'll make do. A rather unexpected development indeed. Okay. You should have control.
Right. Yeah.
So, I'm noticing... Oh.
Hey, are we back?
We good?
I think Discord is shitting the bed, which makes our show a lot harder to do, doesn't it?
Yes. I got dropped entirely.
Very cool.
I got dropped a bit. I know there was an intro going on. I don't know what was said.
I think Cass probably said something about this being a real pinball table.
Yeah,
yes.
I would. Yes. And we were going to have you take it away, Johnny.
Yeah. I had planned to make a, well, I don't know, I made a joke about this being a Getaway for PlayStation 2, and that just got eaten completely.
Yes, it did.
It was a great joke, so maybe that's why.
Yep. Control the game!
Here we go. Come on.
Yep. Just jiggle the table until it comes up.
Actually, how... Oh.
And we're off.
Okay, so I couldn't see the I could not see the slide at the time because I was trying to fix stuff. But I mean, this is what it looks like in my head, right? I played Getaway before.
It's just as you remember it.
Can we check what the controls are mapped to? Because I can't seem to do anything.
You have plenty of controls here. Let me delete these because they're redundant.
Okay.
So,
okay, B, okay, and D-pad. All right.
And just to be extra certain,
yeah, for some reason, like almost all my inputs were doing tilt, and I couldn't get the right flipper to go. There we go.
Now, do you know the story behind the Getaway, the pinball table?
No.
Johnny, do you happen to know it?
Oh, no.
You don't? Okay. According to legend, this game was designed by Stephen Ritchie, and he made this table because he was actually driving a sports car and got into a chase with the police just for fun. And he was like, as he was speeding away, he was like, you know what, this would be a good idea for a pinball table. And went with it.
Inspiration comes and goes, and in the strangest of moments.
I don't know how true that is, but that is like the legend behind it.
Did he outrun the cops? Did he get away? And then
well,
did everyone
he
clap?
He went on to continue to make pinball tables, so I assume he didn't do it from jail. Also, same guy who voiced Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Williams, yeah.
maybe that's how he got away with it. Like maybe the cops pulled him over,
Whoa! See
and
that?
he went.
I think there's
Maybe the
multiple layers to this.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
the
you have
cops
to-
pulled him over, and he went, "You will die," and they let him go.
Too scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have to render
the-
it somehow.
Did the ball get stuck outside? Nope. There you go.
No, I think it's in like the.
Oh,
the
did you lock
locked
it?
in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this doesn't really hold up to the real pinball table, does it? Now it's
No. Like if this was an original game on the Game Boy, we probably wouldn't ban an eye on this one. It seems fine.
Yeah, this looks decent.
Yeah, and then you look at the actual table it's based on, and it's.
I don't
It's
like
almost-
this effect at all. I don't like what
No.
they're doing with the multi-layer stuff at all. That is super disorienting and clumsy, and it slows
I
the game
feel-
down.
I feel like it's an interesting way to do this though, because a lot of these Game Boy pinball games, they would just have like bespoke fields, like examine like Kirby Pinball, right? There are basically 3 fields that exist as one screen at a time, and you go up a screen, and it just cuts to like hard cuts to the next screen. This one actually has scrolling, and it finds a way to simulate the idea of having like a higher layer and a lower layer. I don't find that super distracting. Like at first it is, but I think once you get the idea of how the table is laid out,
Yeah,
then you
it
kind of
takes
understand that.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer to learn this table because of it. I always think of Pokemon Pinball that does the hard cuts. I personally, just because of the frame rate this is running at compared to a lot of the other good Game Boy Color Pokemon pinball, not just Pokemon, but pinball games, I probably would have gone for that route. Oh wow, I'm somehow doing good, and kind of like redesign the table that way, like keep this bottom layout and then put the upper lanes into their own bespoke table.
I feel like for what they were working with though, that this is a really impressive attempt at converting a pinball table to the
yeah,
Game
I could
Boy.
see that as well. Yeah.
You're saying you're
if I
still
can-
in second gear. How do you make the gears go up? I guess there's a certain lane you need to go down, or
There's, I'm sure, a certain set of actions. I wonder if the manual would actually tell you, like, the methodology of doing that. That's a good thing about modern pinball games, is that they usually have a thing on there that says, hey, this is the guide. This is the things you need to do. Like, back in the arcade, like, you just had to figure this shit out.
Oh, they don't assist you with the lanes though. A lot of games on like this low hardware will kind of auto help you with ramps. They're trying to be very realistic with it. Yeah, I think that's probably enough with that one. It's
yeah. Let's
very
hope an
much
acorn
just-
doesn't fall in the situation, and hope that the getawayer at least gets away with their life in this encounter here, in this scenario being depicted on the screen. Yeah, that was the getaway. Didn't seem great to me, but what do I know? I am not
I think it's
the pinball experts.
I think if you played the actual table, you would have a very if you at the time, in '95, you were very familiar with the actual table, and you got this, you would probably be very unhappy
Sure.
as like a conversion.
Well, it goes to
I
show
don't know,
just ambition of real table versus the process of digitizing that and what gets lost and what is retained and what you're really capable of on hardware like the Game Boy.
I do want to because like as negative as I may be being, I do agree that it is impressive what they did manage to do.
Yeah, I feel like I came out of that with the most positivity. I feel like that looked at that and I was like, yeah, I'd play that. That seems fine. That seems decent for what it is. Like going in those.
I will say
expectations.
controlling it was not great because of how low the frame rate was.
Well, you said, Charky, you wouldn't mind playing that. Well, then I hope you won't mind playing our next game tonight. This is one that is here by popular demand.
Oh, no, I want Johnny to play this one. I specifically want Johnny to try this one.
All right.
I'll take the one afterwards.
Great. You can't play one after it's on PC. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's get to the game at the very least, and we'll decide who's going to be forced to play this. For it is Pinball Graffiti. for the Sega Saturn, developed by one Pack-In Video and published by Victor Entertainment on July 12th, 1996. This one I've seen, I've heard tell of. I believe there are probably some people in the audience who may be familiar with this one as well. But it is handy that Johnny is not familiar with this one.
Yes.
So that someone can at least react to this and be surprised by it in the way that we hope some members of the audience are at least able to do.
That's why I want Johnny to play it, because I played this in the Discord server. Like, as a lot of our themes have been, this is something that I streamed in Discord first. And I played this game, and I was befuddled by what it was. And I would like to see someone who has never seen this game, like, attempt to figure out what is happening.
In real time, even.
See, I am a fan of Jet Set Radio and Mark Echo's Getting Up Contents Under Pressure, so I might have an advantage with this one, with its graffiti theme. We'll see.
Where's JVC in the credits for that? Oh, no, the Victor Entertainment. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got to do this, don't we? Let's also make sure that control, and good luck figuring out how a Sega Saturn controller maps to your controller. But you should have control. Just say Saturn Inside RAM.
All right, so we'll probably have to go to pinball play at some point if we actually want to see pinball. But story is, I think, the most important part.
All right.
So story in a pinball game, I guess there's like a pinball tournament and you're competing to be the best. You gotta keep it simple. It's pinball, for Christ's sakes.
Alright. I'm just gonna go... Bughoff.
Now, this is your name, so everyone's gonna say, like, oh, hello there, Bughoff!
Yeah.
Pinball! He was a hero, the star player of a college championship team. The pro scouts had their eyes on him, too.
Well, enough of that.
He ran into the street to save a child from being hit by a car, and his leg was seriously hurt. The injury does not interfere with his daily life, but kept him from becoming a professional basketball player.
Wasn't that his daily life, though? Never mind.
Discouraged, he dropped out of the college, and his life deteriorated. One day, he went to a bar and saw a pinball machine that changed his life.
High stakes.
He found a new objective in life, a dream to become the world pinball champion. And now he is off on a training trip to improve his pinball playing skills.
I mean, he's the shits at the start, but he's gonna get there.
He ran into traffic to save another small child and broke his arm.
And now he's like, well, 3 big pivots.
All right. How do you play pinball?
Okay, well, I feel like you'd find a pinball machine in a bar, right?
Is there money in professional pinball, in championship pinball?
Oh. There is a pinball player. Do you want to compete? Yes. You want to select a machine or pick a turn? Yes. Yep.
I would not like to play on a machine, please. I would just like to pick a turn. Third. Goodbye. Do you want to relive your glory days? Or do you want to run away to the circus?
Yeah, I do like the bit of irony here.
Louise PSC asks, is this based on a real story?
Maybe. I am curious where that first picture of the college basketball games sourced from, because that's clearly a real picture.
Alright. Your opponent would be playing Basketball Legend, you will be playing the table Go First. Alright, no training needed. You're fresh off the mend, your legs healed up a little bit. It's time to go right into playing. How hard could it be to be a pinball champion?
As long as I've got a stall, I'll be fine. Okay, that's that flipper.
I'll be the pinball champion. How do I make the ball go? How do I? Oh no.
How do you score?
Oh no. I was.
Woo!
Oh god, is it too late to go back to college? I was getting a business degree. Why did I drop out?
Oh, that's so cute, the way they can't do transparency, so you have the little dithering effect there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Ah!
Dramatic camera angles.
Yeah, I got jump scared by a pinball hard cut
I mean,
there.
this is a cinematic story. You need cinematic camera angles for the pinball.
Wait a minute.
Deep purple?
Isn't this on the Monday Night Nitro theme?
Well, you know, Monday Nitro, WCW used a lot of stock music.
Yeah, I swear this was used by WCW for something. Like no, not Nitro. No, I think it's WCW Uncensored '96 because I was watching a review of that recently.
Could very well be. All right, so you scored 624,000. Your opponent scored 63,674,640 points.
Oh, okay, got some catching up to do here.
Yes. This is like one of those joke games where it's an RPG, but you fight the final boss outside of the first town. Like, you walked into this bar, and it is the pinball champion.
Yeah.
It is the wizard himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out didn't have to go far.
This deaf, dumb, and blind kid, I can take him.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, my hands are up, officer. Oh, okay. Giving you a
Now,
second
not the
shot.
getaway.
Fuck off. Oh, sweet multiplier.
I can't believe I dropped out of college for this.
All right, 2,328,820 points. Now, how much does your opponent get? Oh, they're up to 144 million now. So good luck.
I wonder... Alright, how mean do you think this game is?
Pretty fucking mean.
Okay, no, I phrase it that way, but I'm going to ask a question. How mean do you think this game is? Do you think the CPU, in this first case, would always score around this much? Or do you think no matter how good you are, it always scores, like, thousands of times better than you?
I think it always probably scores these numbers.
Okay.
Or, like, in the ballpark of these numbers. I think it's always scoring at least, like, tens of millions.
Yeah, I see. If it was real mean, then it would always score better than you, right?
Yeah.
By like a magnitude.
The Beavis in chat says that virtual matches and tournaments are a pretty damn novel idea for a pinball game. Just you wait. He has a few other ideas too.
Technically, there are like real tournaments and stuff like Zen Pinball that they run online, but not like this where it's like a fictionalized, I gotta train for the tournament kind of thing. Which there must be real life pinball tournaments, right? Like Major League Pinball or something?
I just can't imagine the cash prizes being enough to live off of.
No, but...
You get all the quarters
I'm
and
sure.
all the machines.
Or maybe it's one of those scenes we don't know about, where it really is that lucrative.
The underground pinball tournament scene.
All right.
Oh. What?
Your locked ball had to leave.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see. It's entirely possible that your opponent lost a bunch of points.
Yeah, no, there could be. It's the hole they sink it into. They
They
could have been
could have, like,
fouled
just-
on the basketball board.
They could have tilted the entire table over on its side. No.
Oh.
No,
they
you
were
lost
really good
bad.
at this table.
All right, listen. I don't think pinball's for you right now. Maybe you should go out there in the world and figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what's on offer. It's not pinball in this pinball game.
Yeah. Went in head first there.
You lost. Well,
All
go
right,
to
well-
a bar for a different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's check out the town.
Oh, nice. Sunny Los Angeles.
You,
That's how I feel when I go outside. You've wasted your time. You didn't gain anything.
It's probably one of my favorite video game prompts I've ever seen.
If you're not playing pinball, you're wasting your damn time, son.
Wait,
is it-
okay.
Is it too late? Is it too late to go back to basketball?
Oh, hey, we have our age.
God, does time pass? Does it keep track
Yeah.
of you age out of this game?
Yeah. Okay, that does help me to know. Whoa. Oh,
There's a whole
Hey,
country
look at
for
that.
you to explore.
yeah. Yo, catch up, American Truck Simulator. You gotta get all this East Coast stuff here.
So Albuquerque.
They have my city. They have my hometown.
Well, let's travel there. Let's see if you can just travel.
Yeah. There is a travel thing on the main menu,
Yeah.
not in here, but... Fargo, don't go there. I heard bad shit happens there.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, Des Moines. God, it's a lot.
Yep.
There it is. There's my hometown.
Hey! In Milwaukee!
There's really a lot of towns. So yeah, let's get back into
Yeah.
the menu, figure this stuff out.
Alright.
Buy
Buy
something.
something, will ya? Hi, what do you want to buy today? Okay, performance enhancing drugs, airline ticket, a junk car.
A
Collectible
collectible
pinball machine. You do not have enough money to get that at all.
No, I lost.
Pinball Life magazine. A $40 CD? Christ, what is this,
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble?
Okay. I definitely want that.
It'll
What do I
definitely
do
pay
with
off
it?
dividends.
There's a oh, there's your, yeah.
The road to becoming the pinball champ is hard. You must train yourself as well as talk to people in every city to collect information. Whenever you reach a new town, try to explore. Check out the shops too. The pinball magazines explain the rules are available at shops. Why? The rules?
Oh, that's... No, don't do that.
I like the magazine told us to buy the magazine to find out
What an
how to
insidious
use the
grift.
magazine.
Playing pinball
In
games
the-
is also helpful.
In this pinball game that you have already paid for, you have to grind out money to learn how to play the pinball games.
All right.
That you can just go play anytime you want. There is pinball mode.
Okay. Well, what happens if I? Oh, I'm pretty good at playing basketball.
Too bad my legs fucked up.
I'm gonna win some money by shooting some hoops. Alright,
Yes.
is this gonna be imagined as a pinball table? Is this going to be compartmentalized and contextualized like a pinball game? No.
Oh, okay.
Good
Screw
luck.
it. I'll figure it.
Yep.
I'll figure it out.
Go for it. You don't got a lot of time.
How do I? Oh, I'm slow. Oh yeah, my bad leg. That's so relatable.
Yes.
Looks like there's really weird momentum here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never gonna
Alright.
score 15 points this way.
From downtown.
You gotta go for threes.
Pippin.
You gotta shoot way faster than...
I tell that to my movement speed.
I said go for threes. Don't get up close.
Apparently I'm not that good.
I'm pretty good at basketball. Oh no. I forgot. That was third string.
Yeah, I. Oh, you know what? There's a jump button somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, he got air for days.
Yeah.
Oh, on his bad leg, too. Yeah, jump and shoot in the air. There you go.
There we go.
I'm telling you this because it actually is easy to win with 3-pointers.
Not easy enough.
I'm not sure why I'm missing shots because I. Oh, whoa.
The guy's playing such incredible defense.
Like I don't know if there's a timing thing. I don't know if it's holding
is
the button.
It is a timing thing. Well, I guess this is why I dropped out of college.
Shoot!
We
And then I
didn't
got
even
bugs.
agree to that.
All right, go
Oh,
back
no.
to the bar.
I better rest after, you know.
You know what I say? I say,
HP? Oh, right. Okay.
yeah, you have health. I say, buy yourself a car and get the fuck out of this town.
Yeah,
Find where else the pinball scene lives.
yeah. Let's get this junk car. Thank you. Come again.
Travel.
And then
Yeah,
Go see the world.
anywhere but here.
Okay, so we're in LA, right?
Yeah.
So where would you like to go?
Let's go to
east.
Vegas.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, pinball capital of the world, baby. Ah, hell yeah.
Are you sitting in the back seat? Mom, I need you to drive me to Las Vegas. Explore Vegas. See the sights and sounds. Yeah. We're playing as an extremely depressed man, which, granted, he dropped out of college, so...
Due to a grievous injury.
It also cost him 10 health points to walk around the strip.
Don't compete. Just see if you can do anything else at the bar.
Nope, that's it. The bar is just to compete.
And that, I think I lost something there when I. Let me check quickly. Yeah, that cost
you
my
lost.
money.
And a
And
dead.
you lost. Oh, you just went to the bar to drink if you don't compete.
Yeah.
I know there are events that can happen in this
Yes.
game. That there are some oddball things, some muggings, potentially. Late night
Yeah.
rendezvous.
Alright.
But how is the pinball? I guess that's really the important thing here.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we could go to a bar and try another table.
Yeah, yeah. Let me try another table quick.
All right, yeah. Pick the machine, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Oh,
No,
For fuck's
can you rewind?
sake. No, we can't. It's a Sega Saturn emulator.
Fair enough. That was me trying to find a way to skip past the text.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's on me.
Yeah, if we just want to see another table,
Yeah, we're just
then we
gonna
can just
go.
go to pinball mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am intrigued though. I want to play more of this in my own time.
Now,
No,
me,
I am worried if this is the only amount of tables in this though.
this is the only amount of tables in this.
Ah, wasn't there like a pinball table you could buy? I thought
Oh,
it
it's
was
a
different one.
collectible.
Yeah, it's a collectible. You
Ah.
didn't select basketball again, did you?
No, I picked the middle one. The card one.
Oh, okay. Now, me, I love a good casino table.
Watch out, this
Like
might
high
encourage us to
roller.
gamble. Just like that fearsome Balatro game, corrupting the
Yeah.
youth.
You know what? I'm gonna say it, the layout of this table is very similar to the basketball one.
For a game that has such an inspired story mode, the fact there's only 3 tables in this game by sight, and that they are this basic,
Yeah.
kind of undercuts.
Like, obviously, me playing on Parsec's not helping, but I don't think it's that responsive outside of that anyway. And it's
Hey,
a very low frame rate, which is not great for a pinball.
Keep on going.
I notice your opponent doesn't have a score up.
Well, I think they've dropped that angle from this. I think this is just
Yeah,
practice
yeah.
the
Oh,
tables.
right. I forgot that we went to just pinball mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems like they maybe did not understand what makes a compelling pinball game and just threw a bunch of other shit at the wall to see what would
Yeah.
stick, if they could maybe disguise the fact that the core pinball here is exceedingly basic, one would say.
Yeah, yeah. This is going bad enough. We'll probably get around to this. Oh. It's weird timing on that. It's not like just, oh, you hold down the plunger as far as you want. It's timing based. Oh. It feels like they wanted this song to be like The Entertainer.
Are
Which
you
is
not
weird they
entertained
wouldn't-
right now?
It's weird they wouldn't just use The Entertainer, because I think that's a public domain song.
I mean, was the public domain in 95? Who knows? Like the estate of, you know what? I used to
The-
actually know who
Not
made the
Joplin.
Entertainer.
The Entertainer.
Yeah, that's right, Janet Joplin.
All right, yep, that went poorly.
Well,
All right,
Well,
let's quickly look at the last table here, but I won't.
you gain nothing from this experience.
We won't
You've
go
wasted
too-
your day.
I'm not gonna press anything because I want to accidentally restart it. Yeah, the slow tech speed in the story mode was not great either.
the Circus
And maybe-
Fantasia.
And maybe there is a button that would have skipped it without accepting the next option.
Oh, you know why it's so slow? This is a PAL game. That's why.
Oh.
I'm kind of kidding, but I guess also I'm not really kidding.
Oh.
Don't fucking move. Actually, maybe that's the clown saying, don't fucking move.
You know, just because of Parsec stuff, Cass, can you take over and just see if it's as unresponsive for me as it is for you?
I could try. No, it's unresponsive.
Okay. So, that's a shame.
Now, can confirm it just feels fucking rotten, and also
Yeah.
I don't know the buttons.
Yeah, for me it was left on the D-pad and R1. And A,
Cool.
the cross button was the plunger, yeah.
That's why I have like a 6-button controller that I use if I ever
Yeah.
play anything on the Saturn.
I mean, worst come to worst, I could break up my fight stick
What?
to do that. Yep. That happened to me too. It's a shame. I do like the camera cuts, as probably make it hard to read the table as they do. But yeah, it's a shame the actual pinball gameplay is the worst aspect of this.
Of Pinball Graffiti.
Yeah.
Which I think we are
I would
done
love
with.
to see someone make a modern, better take of this. If the universe screws up and I end up with a lot of money, I might do it.
Your dream project, your new dream project being realized right here, right
Yeah.
now.
Go
And
talk
there
to Zen
wasn't even
Studios.
There wasn't even any graffiti.
You didn't make it far enough in the game. That you
I didn't-
break your
if
arm,
you-
then you change career paths again. You want to become the
Yeah.
top graffitier in the country.
I didn't get up.
You travel to New York City and then you find the secret route where you become a graffiti artist.
Oh.
Next game on the list is one I am kind of dreading, but we did hint at this as early as the beginnings of the first episode of this painful Pinball Games series. For this is 3D Pinball Express. Get ready for awesome pinball action with 4 totally unique games. This is brought to us by Webfoot Technologies and published by the Cosme Corporation in 1999 for PCs. I will get this underway shortly. I'm going to have to launch a virtual machine for this one. But this is one that we have played before, showcased amongst ourselves. And so we kind of know what we're getting into.
It's one I have definitely not forgotten.
Oh. I am getting a lot of nostalgia already, just haven't seen a boot screen like this in a long time.
Wolfie Man says 99 on Windows 95. Excuse me, it's Windows 98, I'll have you know.
Not Windows Me.
Oh, what do you know? I prepared. I prepared in advance here. Just gonna wait for it to boot just to be safe. Okay. The mark of quality. Cosme, like, you know, were respected for like a second in time at one point.
And they released a game. www.options.com.
It's loading.
Yeah, who does... You can't see the URL at all. It's amazing.
So, this demo gives us an idea of how this
yeah.
is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Help. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Oh, it straight up opens up a help file, game
Oh,
instructions.
Webfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
makers of fine Dragon Ball Z games on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, we can see the tables. We have the Terror Meister, the Incoming, the Big Top, and the Happy Kitchen. Go to the shed and find your weapon. You'll need a shovel to dig your grave and a saw to chop down the evil tree. That seems like a fun one.
That is a table that I think I'm very well familiar with.
I'm trying to see what the controls are.
Controls, there you go.
The two
Use the
shift
keyboard.
keys. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Are we gonna get a sticky keys moment?
I would just love to get the game up and running again.
Well, you can also use the mouse buttons, or
it locked in
joystick.
when I launched the. No. Is this gonna be stuck in this corner now? Okay. This is why you never mess with anything. This is why you.
No, this is why you never try.
It's getting
Wow,
smaller.
Yeah.
Low res full screen.
There we go. This is like that time where I was trying to do something on Steam, and like the Steam window literally ran away from my mouse and just like moved its way to off screen.
Yeah, I've had that. I've definitely had the thing where I've launched programs and for some reason they're in a nebulous extra monitor that I don't have.
Look,
It's
there's,
like specific.
there's extra value here. Not only do we have 4 tables, but they each have different boards.
Ooh.
Well, that's good.
Endless variation.
Someone needs to make a roguelike pinball game, as in the tables are randomized each time.
All right, enter.
Right, enter is launch ball.
Okay. So I checked this because I've been thinking about this recently because I installed something for it.
I couldn't do anything about that.
I'm sure some of our viewers might be familiar with 3D Space Cadet, the free pinball table that used to be in Windows around this era. I wanted to check when that came out. That was 95.
Got the crowbar. We've already flushed 2 balls because they went right down the...
Which, I mean, the fact that the launch lane is the same as an out lane is pretty bad.
Yeah, everything about this is pretty bad. I will have to say, I must confess.
Looks like we're running on like 5-ball rules.
Yeah, I selected 5 balls from the game
I
options.
need a shovel.
Yikes.
Bladdermaster S ripoff thing.
I know it's a problem with a lot of these early ones is them trying to do too much with like the presentation or the 3D aspect.
Not enough, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. I'm thinking of Space Cadet 3D Pinball, which is a pre-rendered flat table that the whole table's on your screen, and it's so much better than this. Like, and that was free. Oh,
Oh,
It had to
we're
load.
into the demo.
yeah.
Great, so that was Terrormeister. We might as well see the other tables. It'll do board 2, just to mix things up a bit on this one.
So do you know what the boards are changing? Is it just the graphics or is it actual different layouts per?
No idea. I want to see...
Well, let's go to this again to break our game and find out.
I swear to God, there's a way to change the table. Or to change the camera. You don't hear any sound? Joystick won't work. How do I adjust this? How do I run a program? Can I give this game to anyone else? No. If you legally copy this disc, the programmers will have to get real jobs, and that's not good. You're telling me. There's gotta be, like... I swear there's, like, a camera change thing. I want to know if it's, like, one of the function row keys, or...
Well, if you can find where you saw controls, then it would probably be around there. There you are.
Enlarge game area, reduce game area. Control is tilt
Screenshot.
left and right. Spacebar is just tilt up. Okay.
Don't see anything particularly about cameras.
Well, no, that's not good. Every time I try to Alt-Tab, because of running this in a window, it's... We'll get this working. I'll figure out how to do a show eventually. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Tilting a lot for some reason.
Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
If you also move the mouse, just moving the mouse is enough to tilt the table as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Oh, that's
Oh.
horrible.
Oh, no. Well, there is mouse control, so...
Yeah.
I know it's, like, left mouse button is, obviously left, right is right, and I guess move mouse is tilt, so hold that thing with a steady fucking iron grip if you're playing it from mouse.
I'm pressing those number keys to try and make the screen do stuff, but...
It's interesting this is on PC, but this has the like texture model wobble of like a PlayStation 1 game.
What I
Oh, well,
really
that
love
sounds-
is how there's like the tables are just all flat play fields. It's just rectangle. There's no curvature to anything because they were incapable of doing that, apparently.
I swear this table is just straight up using sound effects from Space Cadet. Just played at like a different pitch and speed.
No, sound libraries.
Yeah, yeah.
At least this one isn't like sending your ball immediately into the gutters.
Not yet, anyway.
No, this game is real.
It.
This game hates tilting. I figured
Why
that
have
out
tilt
quickly.
buttons if you're not allowed to fucking tilt the table a little bit? Oh, come on.
All right, well, I take back what I said earlier.
When I was doing research, I found a game where
Bye.
Oh, yeah!
All right, you ready? It's gonna go back again.
I had to
Nope,
tilt it to
tilted.
make sure it didn't go back, but then I just lose it anyway. I just drain it anyway. Fucking awesome. Well, I resent this table. Let's try a different different table, I guess.
When I was doing some research, I found a digital pinball game that allowed you to tilt the table after you had hit the tilt warning. So even though you lost paddle control, you could, in theory, use tilt to keep playing.
I mean, I guess that's in real life too. If you
Yeah.
get the tilt thing, it's like, well, I'm this deep in, I'll just pick up the
Yeah.
fucking table and
It's
start
just-
shaking
it's
it
just-
around.
Hey,
Interesting, 'cause
what's
most
this?
games don't work like that.
Hey, why is there a giant fucking wall just in the middle of the table?
Yeah.
Under
let's see.
construction.
Damaged.
Oy, oy, oy,
Go
oy.
home. Fucking
Is this like-
pardon?
Is this
Okay,
like a practice table? Like you're there you go.
There we go.
Like you're practicing tennis or something. But
Oh
no, you
yeah,
made it.
this was the one with the audio that really stuck with me.
Also, I maybe should address the elephant in the room. Bad clown.
Yeah, nah, don't love that. It's hard to find much to love about this. Eat me.
Go home. Yeah, people in chat are saying clown pog. More butter popcorn.
Now have fun. Impossible challenge in this. This is a game that had the whole history of pinball section attached to it.
Yeah, yeah.
That we read out in the first episode. So someone on the team cared about pinball, but not enough to say, oh no, this would be a net negative for pinball if we put this game out.
It was an obituary for pinball.
Just for
God.
99, I feel like you could have done a 3D engine pinball game better than this on PC.
So here's the thing about Webfoot. Beyond their Dragon Ball games, they were putting out a lot of glut of shovelware shit using their proprietary in-house whatever. You can tell because all the menus are identical. There's like 3D Frog Frenzy, 3D Frog Frenzy 2, an endless number of Pac-Man ripoffs that all sort of use the same scaling, this same presentation of graphics.
Yeah.
And some of them are
Pac-Man
kind
at
of
the-
beloved.
Is it Pac-Man at this angle?
Yes, it is. It is literally at a
Ew.
canted angle.
Oh, yeah, like Pac-Mania.
As their Frogger game. So they really like this perspective to their detriment, and to the detriment of players.
Like Frogger, I could understand at this angle. Not Pac-Man.
Well, I did what I could on that
Yeah.
one.
Also,
Oh,
if
he
you
got
got
a
a
high
score, though.
score.
Yeah, nice.
And we
It's probably
can't just
the least-
type, even though this is a PC exclusive game, I cannot use the keyboard to type my name. I have to select the
Yeah,
letters
yeah.
one by one.
Probably the least of its issues, but also just the general layout of the bumpers and stuff is very haphazard.
Yeah. No, just not particularly well positioned, not particularly well
Yeah.
composited.
Like, if you told me that the gimmick of this game was that the tables are randomly generated, I would have believed you. Like, oh yeah, every time you load it, the bumpers are in random places. I'd
See,
say,
that's
like,
what
yep,
that's what I
what
was
it looks
saying I
like.
wanted. That's what I was saying I wanted out of a game. Is a roguelike pinball game.
Oh, yeah. Someone knows what they're doing, that could be really good. Yeah! Oh, yeah, third time.
I got so many fruits, I don't even know what to do with them.
I like this is Happy
really
Kitchen.
thought you were gonna.
It's Happy Kitchen, but whatever that thing is on the right is not happy.
That looks like a pan.
Maybe it's just because the top's cut off, so I'm not sure.
It looks like it knows that it's going to be used to like store whatever awful concoction you're making. Jesus Christ.
You know, I think I've had enough. I'm just moving the mouse right now.
Yep.
This is what it is, just to move
Sure.
the mouse slightly. Is you cause a whole eruption to happen here. Let's see how quickly it... Yeah.
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 I moved like a milli-inch on my mouse pad, and that's enough to completely
Like,
freeze
what-
up the table.
What's your DPS set at? Are you like on like Counter-Strike Pro levels?
Not
Or-
particularly high, I can tell you that much. I dial it low. It's just that sensitive. They just expect you to have the sturdiest hand. I'm going to try legitimately to not move. I'm going to keep it steady, and then left-click, right-click.
Mhm. Also trying to figure out what this flashing thing is next to your left flipper is.
I'm sure that indicates some status of the board that we
Yeah.
don't understand.
And
it
it
was-
tilted.
Or it was like an energy cell from a Quake game or something.
Oh, what it was? It's probably like a fridge.
That'll do it for 3D Pinball Express.
Yeah. It's a
Uh,
dire, especially for 99.
yeah, they should have known better that late in the game, but alas.
They should have tried that free pinball game that came with their Windows installed.
And so we move on to our next game of the night. This is Hollywood Pinball for the Game Boy Color. This was developed by Tarantula Studios and published by Starfish in the year 1999. This is another European and Japanese exclusive, which is to say no North American release for this one, despite the Hollywood branding in the title there. Charky,
Yes.
you've been getting off scot-free tonight. That you can't keep getting away with it. You can't.
I want to play. Put me in, coach. Oh, I guess that was the Pinball Graffiti game, but. Oh, Take-Two Interactive.
Yeah, I've never seen that version of that logo outside of this.
I guess it makes sense. Hollywood Pinball. Okay, I was like, are you okay, Game Boy? Oh, I don't think playing that
Legally
music was
distinct.
trying. Yeah, I was about to say I don't think that playing pinball with liquid mercury is going to go well. So we got Shark, Pterodactyl, Double Agent, Double Agent, The Legend of Robin Hood.
Hey, this is
I'll
public
get
domain.
you. I'll get you. Oh, shit. Okay, let me try again. I'm the best shot in all of Sherwood. Fuck. Okay, I'll get you this time. We got
It's
Galaxy
okay.
Wars.
Yep.
Got Ancient Temple of the Aztecs.
A Romancing the Stone homage, clearly.
Motel Hell.
Gordon Ramsay, yes.
And Shark. Now I want to hear something when I go over to. I'm gonna go to Galaxy Wars first. I want to hear this.
Yep.
They can't get us for copyright
No.
if we just hit random notes.
Yeah, they're not even trying to go for it.
The Bond theme, though. The 00
No, no.
agent.
Oh, you want me to go
No.
back to that one?
Galaxy Wars is not trying to sound like Star Wars. It's trying to do the Star Trek theme, the
Right, wait,
original series.
Wait, let me hear Double Agent.
That's
Yeah.
a little on the nose.
You know, let's start here. Start with Double Agent.
Yeah,
Now, this is a lot of tables, I will say.
yeah.
It's got, you know what? It's got some smooth scrolling. I don't like how everything shakes when you hit the bumpers. But it's got some smooth scrolling. The frame rate's not bad.
I like how the game does
this
most of the work for you because it's all bumpers.
This table layout is extremely boring.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, we got all sorts of features. We got bumpers.
I noticed a very quantity over quality design with this one.
Cash. Yeah, I'll take the cash. Sure. Can I cash out? Do I keep it?
Take the money and run. Oh, I thought I was going to count down every single digit by tens there.
Yeah. I don't even know how you... Okay. Well, goodbye. No ball safe. This is really... This table really is just these bumpers. That's it.
And whatever
why
that
did
cash
stop
system
there?
is.
Yes, that's the other thing. Yeah, is this ball gets caught on the lanes a lot.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Someone needs to oil this thing up.
Okay, finally. Spy secrets at 06. This is... I'm done with this table if I can.
Yep.
We're not going to look at all these tables for sure. I want to see Galaxy Wars, definitely.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I hear Star Trek.
I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Because this
See,
sucks.
that's how you get... See, it's like the double getaway with the copyright stuff. It's like a different space franchise.
If
So
we
they-
mix
they
and
won't
match, we'll
figure it out.
bamboozle, and they won't know who.
Yeah.
Who won't know who to sue us?
Yeah.
It's the copyright deadlock.
And this is
So,
definitely not that
despite-
previous table just flipped.
Yeah, I was about to say, despite the fact that it is a different layout, it is still the same table. It's just a little, like, mixed and matched in certain places.
I also
But-
like this song for this one. Can't like keep in time.
You know what? Oh, wait. Oh, I saw a different thing. I hit those bumpers and something happened. Interesting. Anyway. We gotta fly through these.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, why? I didn't let me skip to the... Okay, whatever.
You'll hear the music in the game, too.
I just wanted to give it a moment. Oops. Okay.
Batman? The Batman logo was up there. I mean, I get that it could just be a bat, but it was specifically shaped like the Batman logo.
Let's get back up there so we can find out.
Yeah, good luck.
I said, let's get back up there.
Oh, this reminds me of the music for Highlight.
Yeah. You're right.
I knew this was familiar.
Like, this is like rip-off Indiana Jones, right? So it's like bats. Why'd it have to be bats? Like, all legally distinct stuff, right? Like, instead of Harrison Ford, it's done with an actor who actually likes acting.
Bats. I hate these animals.
Fried catfish. That's what she called me. Treasure bag swells. Pulses.
Yeah.
I also want to see the Jaws table before you go. I mean, sorry, Shark. But and also the Psycho one. I mean, I get that these are all going to be the most boring tables in the world.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, like, were there actual pinball tables based on these properties? Was there a Psycho pinball table? Was there a Jaws pinball table? Are these making any effort at all to emulate those tables? And why is the answer no?
Okay.
I mean, they're not. I have seen the Star Trek table. Not like this at all. Like, there are so many licensed pinball tables, though, that I couldn't tell you, like, what is the old Jaws pinball? I know what the new Jaws pinball table's like, but not the old one. Not the one that would have been contemporary of this at all.
That is just the Jaws graphic in the center, by the way.
Yes. I will say, now that we have moved from the duo of Double Agent and Galaxy Wars, the tables do have a different layout now, at the very least.
Yeah.
But that's pretty egregious that two of them are just flipped.
Yeah, it's just I think with this one the music is so egregious because it really feels like someone like transcribed the original songs and then just randomly changed some of the notes. Like they didn't even just do like, oh, here's a melody of a similar like feeling and style. It's literally just here's the same melody, but I changed the notes, and that's good enough.
I'm trying to think how child me who liked pinball would have like thought of this.
Oh,
cart.
this would have dispelled you that notion, I think.
No, I think child me would have liked the fact that it is technically a lot of different tables, but it doesn't change the fact that
No sharks.
There's sort of like nothing. They're very dull tables.
Oh, we're gonna get a shark.
No
score.
No score.
Ah,
Alright, let's see if I can complete bite. Hey! Shark ramming the boat. Never mind.
well, we got rammed, alright.
Alright, you wanted to see Motel Hell or Hotel
I guess
Hell?
so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Gordon shows up and criticizes the decor.
My God.
I wish you didn't have to sit through this anime. It's not that long, but...
You can just go from 1 to 7. You can just press left on the first one.
I forgot which one it was. I thought it was like 2. Now this looks familiar already. Alright, well the top is different.
Yeah, but you can definitely see like bits and pieces of each table. Like, you know, like, oh, here's this piece. Here's this kind of like lane design.
I mean, what they're doing is they're recycling the tile map. They're recycling like the bumpers and whatnot. They're just applying different palettes to them on a per table basis. Is what they're doing.
Which is how you fit 7 tables on a Game Boy cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have taken 4 that had more unique elements.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these pinball tables, the only idea they had was bumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all they could come up with.
Yeah.
And it gets so stuck on those lanes.
I did have to look this one up, but yeah, this song is doing the Psycho theme.
Yes. Also known as the Reanimator theme.
Oh, I only know that techno Reanimator song.
Move Your Dead Bones.
Yeah.
If you would indulge me before we wrap this one up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Hollywood Pinball. Alex Mackett. Okay, there we go. I just want to see him miss a couple more times.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
No, it's not missing. These are just all warning shots.
Oh, okay.
You'll be sorry.
Oh, Maid Marian's gonna hate me. All right. Okay. Hey, Merriman, could you just come and beat the shit out of this guy, please? I'm
having an off day.
All right, I think that'll do it for Hollywood Pinball.
For Hollywood Pinball, I think it will. I believe it will. So we've seen what it looks like when you have a bunch of knockoff licenses. When you don't have the actual licenses, but you still want to have them in your game. What happens when you get those licenses? What happens when you nail it? When you have the money to afford the movie licenses, but you don't have the competency to make them good, to make them anything worth playing. Well, that would bring us to Sci-Fi Pinball. This is developed by Gigawatt Studios, published by Fox Interactive in 1999.
Now, I saw this on the list, and I didn't know anything about it. I assumed it was going to be like the same thing as Hollywood.
Yeah,
just El Genericos, but no.
I love this box art though.
This has licensed Buffy, Aliens, Predator, and The Fly.
If there exists a version of that box art without the font on it, I would have that as a poster. That's just amazing.
If we only play one table from this, I gotta see Buffy.
Uh-oh.
I guess that's an if, considering it just crashed.
Buffy is oh yeah, K4 Boom says Buffy's a sci-fi, right? No, not really.
I mean, the idea of vampires are fiction, and like the science of them doesn't work out, so like what is sci-fi if not
Yeah.
just fantasy for science.
I guess
right?
they didn't. I guess they just didn't want to go for like Fox Interactive
Yeah,
franchises pinball.
Okay,
I mean that would sell these days, but
All right. It should be working. I just have to get it hooked into now, which may be slightly easier said than done, but oh god,
Yeah.
it really
Or
does not like
yeah.
me trying to get it to work.
Yeah. Or if that's not good enough, you can look at the box art and pretend that Buffy is fighting the alien and there's a crossover
yes.
episode.
There you go.
I just every time I alt tab in and out of this window, I lose my mouse completely.
Good thing I said if we only play one table in this.
Okay, no, here we go. We're making it. We're making this happen. Sorry, folks. It's tricky sometimes when you're running old ass Windows applications. Okay. I'm assuming there's no volume. Let's close it. Let's reopen it, and this should hopefully work. Yes.
You know, the Alien versus Pinball pack for Pinball FX3 is on sale right now on the Steam sale. So let's see how
This compares.
that
Yeah.
compares to this. Yeah.
Someone look up what Gigawatt Studios did besides this, if anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, they have copyrights for the 1987 and the 1958 The Fly. I know that's because there's a unlockable table in this game. If you fulfill certain conditions on this The Fly.
Oh,
Gigawatt Studios.
Yeah,
we're-
interesting that they worked on this because they were based in Hollywood.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They worked on Secret Agent Barbie.
Which I hear that's actually one of the better ones. I remember it being high in Oddheader's video where he reviewed every single Barbie game.
Men in Black the game, which I believe is the one that's like plays like Resident Evil,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and Animorphs Know the Secret. Which
actually- Yeah, I know there's a PlayStation 1 Animorphs game. I don't think it's that, is
not
it?
that one.
No.
Not that one. This looks
This-
like a. This almost looks like an XCOM, actually, when I'm looking at these screenshots. It's like third-person adventure stuff, and then like almost like an XCOM screenshot.
Well, take a look at this. Speaking of aliens, speaking
Yeah.
of predators, speaking of...
Right down the middle.
Yep.
That's how it always goes for me.
Yeah.
Do I dare
mean,
try to increase the volume of this? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get us a little more volume before I proceed with it.
Yeah. I know it's a common thing in pinball table design, but I'm not a fan of when there is a specific angle the ball can go down where you can't stop it.
I mean, theoretically, that's what tilt is for.
Yeah.
You know-
Well, I like some pinball games do the thing where they put that little nub like below the flipper, so if it does go that direct down, it can in theory hit the ball off of it.
Nitrogen trap prepared.
Second level check for ambient temperature.
Oh, nice.
You got 2 minutes. I get
You
going.
got the fake dot matrix effect going on too.
love-
Absolutely. None of
See,
these are real
you know-
tables, as far as I'm aware, by the way, so...
No, this is. If there was a Predator pinball table from this era, it would not look like this. I have to say, in terms of like video game pinball stuff, if you compare this to some of the ones we saw that were like 3D and like at that sort of askew
Yeah.
angle, I prefer this angle any day of the week. Just the flat.
Yeah.
Yes. I will say this doesn't feel terrible to me. This one was
No,
really
this-
hyped up to me as being particularly dire in the annals of digital pinball. But I think we've seen so much shit on this series that...
I mean, granted for the time, it's a little dated.
Yeah,
Like
for
99.
1999.
Yeah.
The fact that
this-
so
this-
much screen real estate is wasted by just the side of the screen.
This feels like it could have been like a 96 release, to be honest. But it's not. It doesn't look
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, I'm curious. What do you two think of the music for this table?
I can barely hear it. Let me turn it up on my end.
Yeah, yeah.
There ain't much
You mean
of it.
the
someone holding a synth note.
Maybe they couldn't get the
minutes.
soundtrack rights to the movies.
I mean,
Brutal.
that's some real money right there. The Predator license you can get for a song, but the Predator music.
Yeah, I
Someone
love that
just threw that.
copter.
Yeah,
Love that digital effect. And I
Just
can see
looks
that on
like
a
a
real
kid.
pinball table.
looks like a kid grabbed like an RC helicopter and just like threw it into the frame.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, nice.
mercy. Time to brick it.
Video Game King says this is less a pinball video game than it is a digital pinball table. I mean, sure, it's also a pinball video game. Like, I don't think every pinball video game needs to shoot for the moon in terms of like, and you can do it. Doesn't. Not every pinball video game needs to be Flipnik.
No.
Like, you don't need like to explore the space of what you could do in a video game. I am fine with just like, hey, this is what a pinball table could look like. Feel free to play it.
Boost these a
I
little
don't
bit.
think that makes it less of a video game just because it has like realistic,
Activated.
or as realistic as I guess these guys could have come up with
Yeah.
table design.
I would say I do have a preference for going a bit into the impossible pinball space with video game stuff, like taking advantage of the medium. But
You
there are
played
definitely.
the,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
oh, so you played the Zen Pinball series, right?
At some point, but a one that I've spent the most time with, funny enough, is I think it's made by Farlight. Was the PlayStation 2 like compilations that had a bunch of Gottlieb and Williams tables. Yeah.
Farlight was good when they had the licenses to do that. Pinball Arcade was great. Then they lost every license.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Honestly, I have fun with the kind of like wackier tables, like some of the stuff you see in the Zen Pinball originals, but I still really like just a basic real creation of a pinball table or facsimile thereof.
Okay, this is getting slightly annoying, to be sure. I'm also just bad. I am the worst
Yeah.
at pinball among us by some considerable margin. And this is one of those ones that only I can play because it's running on Windows and doesn't have controller support, I don't think.
And I did say that I prefer this angle to a table over like that askew angle that sits there, like kind of end of the week. But this angle still does have the weakness of not really knowing where the curves are. So like you might think you're shooting on something that is like pretty straight, but you saw that a lot in the previous table, in the Predator table, where like you were shooting straight up and it looked like it should have kept going, but it lost momentum real quick.
So any comments on the theming here? Any
I mean, it's a solid theme. I don't think it's hard knowing that like because I have to compare this to having played the Aliens table in Zen, which is like unfair because that is like unrealistic, impossible kind of tables. Like compared to this, like this is like feels like they just kind of plastered a few images over it.
Yeah. That's the impression I'm getting, really, is that it's kind of just... I mean, we're not going to be able to engage with, the deeper mechanics of the table, with
Right.
the game within the game, or what have you.
Like, the way you would kind of get that feeling is with, like, the modes. Like, God, I have not seen Alien, so I don't know. Like, if they had a mode where you had to, like, stealth or something, right?
Mhm.
Maybe, like, the table turns kind of dark, and it's like,
So-
hit the lit up
Yeah.
lanes where the alien isn't.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
thing.
I've seen the original Aliens, but not the second one. But I know some of the kind of iconic imagery. I would have had something. I forget what it's called. It's the big kind of walker thing that she gets into at the end.
Yeah, those are actually, like, construction, or, like, for the purpose of moving stuff around. There's, like, loaders, I think they call them.
Yeah, I would have had that be some sort of like you shoot the ball into it, it grabs the ball, and then it turns and then launches it into a different lane, stuff like that.
Which is completely possible for pinball at this time. Like, this feels like they were working on a budget. Like, maybe all the budget went to the license.
Yeah.
because there's not really moving parts here.
I do like the animation of the alien just jumping into the ceiling with a pinball in his hands.
Yeah. And I think you're right. There
Or
could have been
her
more
hands, maybe.
iconography. Like you could have added the space jockey. You could have had other things. Like this one especially. Like what do we have here? We have a picture of the cast in the center.
Yeah.
We have a facsimile of a graveyard in the top left. Although I do like the fact that it is a mini playfield. I always like mini playfields.
Oh, we have Sunnydale there on the left as well.
Yeah, we have the word Sunnydale.
Attached to
But-
a building.
This one feels so far like the most disconnected from actually being the property.
Yeah. I only watched Buffy when I was very young, and my sisters would watch it a lot, so I don't remember much. I don't know what the bronze building is in the top there.
I'm sure it's like a club they hung out at
Yeah.
or something.
Another thing I'm not a fan of is tables where those out lanes start out as open, so you can lose the ball immediately.
Yeah.
Like, put the kickers on first, and then you have to re-enable them, is always the preferred for me.
I'm okay with that, but basically I think, like, first of all, the design of where the ball launches should never be, like, goes straight into the out lane.
Okay, yeah.
And also, at least this one has a ball save to start with. I never like it when a table just has no ball save or has ball save that lasts for, like, 1 second.
That's all of that one I want to play.
Yeah. You know,
Alright.
that Predator table seemed okay. The further we get into these...
Mm-hmm.
The fly table activated.
I know that there's a table within this table. You unlock the classic 1950s fly table somehow. That's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to do that.
Ah, so this is the Jeffy Goldblum
Yes.
Yes.
fly. I want to see that.
DNA, telepod.
So,
I guess
okay,
that's
in my mind,
technically... Is that technically Jeff Goldblum on the table there?
yes.
Just in heavy makeup.
In my mind, like, the way you would do this table is, like, first of all, the fact they have 3 teleport pods I think is weird. But
Oh,
I mean,
right.
There are
right,
3
there's
in the movie.
there are?
Mhm.
Okay, I thought there were only 2.
One of them is a defective one, so the third one comes into play in the final act.
Okay. But, like, the easy slam dunk for this, right, is that opens, you shoot the ball in there, and then a ball comes out of one of the other ones, right? Will that happen? Will Cass get it into that thing?
Oh, no, the answer is I
And-
won't. The answer
and-
is I can't do that.
To go the extra mile, this is what I would do, is when the ball comes out, it's colored and textured like the eye of a fly.
Like a fucked up...
Yeah,
What?
we heard... That's Jeff. That's Jeffy talking.
Which I
I
sure
heard
hope
him.
we
He's-
save him.
He's real!
You were close. You were close.
I do like these little animations they made of the movie characters destroying the balls in the dot matrix view there.
I feel like this is... Oh, you had to save. You had to save.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a better table for representing the property, because at least here, like, you have one of the iconic things that is interactable with.
Saved again.
Alright, get that in there.
Yeah.
Teleport this thing. Play God.
Yeah. Now, if only this, when you beat
Trying.
this table, if it had an ending as good as that Jurassic Park video game that Jeff Goldblum filmed an ending for. Wow, you did it. You beat the game, you saved it. Now, go outside for God's sakes. I love that.
This is probably... I was going to say this is probably the best pinball game we've played in this series so far, just in terms of functioning
Yeah.
like a video
Oh.
game, functioning like a pinball, variety mixed with some amount of
Did you get-
novel
Did you
mechanics.
get a warning because you lost the ball too many times?
No, I got a warning because I tried tilting to make it not go immediately down the
Ah, okay.
center. Because it just keeps draining and draining, which is my experience with pinball and why I don't get anything out of playing pinball
Yeah.
in any configuration. Because I feel like it is just... I am just cursed. Between real pinball tables and digital pinball tables, that it just goes in a beeline straight down the center.
Whoa, what's your ball doing to the table?
That's probably just an artifacting thing because of the way we're
yeah.
running this.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the slime being left over from the transformation.
Yeah, that's my headcanon at least. If it's not that,
Yeah, so despite
Yeah,
how
this-
shit I am at this is still, by some measure, the best
Yeah.
pinball game we've played.
This is
Yeah.
kind of making me want to see an Altered States pinball table.
Waiting for that Species pinball table.
What?
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I had to think about that for a second. I was confusing Species with Splice.
Yep.
Never been much of a bait.
Oh, you got a thing happening.
Did we teleport?
Time for champagne.
He made a steak.
Oh, it's time for champagne though.
That's
Oh, never
fucking
mind.
Sci-Fi Pinball. That's...
We didn't
Yeah.
even get to the arm wrestling mini game.
That'd be a dream.
Some neat stuff in there, but very brutal difficulty for sure. I think.
I mean,
that's even on
also,
the
I am
cast.
just cursed. I am literally cursed.
Oh
when it
yeah,
comes
but
to
there's straight up
pinball.
angles where you can't catch the ball with the flippers, and I'm a person who does not like that in pinball.
Yeah, neither do I, because it's the only thing. That's the only thing I experience with pinball. But enough about that. We move on to another experiment in licensing, and we got to be very careful with this one because we could get copyright stricken because the next game we have is Kiss Pinball from the Kiss licensing bonanza of the 90s into the early 2000s. This one here being a April 25th, 2001 release. This was developed.
WCW Stars Kiss.
This was also developed by Tarantula Studios, who brought us Hollywood Pinball previously, and published by Take-Two Interactive.
Someone was impressed.
So we'll get into this, and we're gonna get ready for like Detroit Rock City and all the kickinest Kiss tunes you can imagine.
God of Thunder.
All right, who
I Was
hasn't
Made for
played
Loving
one
You.
of these in a minute?
I played the last one.
Yeah, I'll give this one a go. Oh, okay.
This might actually
Converted,
be based on
but-
a real table then.
Hey, Lucas, they used the conversion term. They didn't call it a port.
Very good.
Yeah.
You're already getting off the right foot with me. The name and logo for Kiss are trademark and copyright 2001 Kiss catalog. Other trademarks. Okay. I'm not seeing any music. I'm not seeing any like Universal or whatever the record label was here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure you have control.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Huh? Okay, so we've got two tables. What's in the backstage, though? Oh. That sucks. Don't even get to meet the band.
ProCircuit 92
let's-
pointing out that Meris Station, which is the biggest Spaniard games magazine, gave Kiss Pinball a 0.5 out of 10.
Oh, out of 10. Okay. I was going to say out of 1.
Kiss are in
Kiss are in
town.
town. Oh.
You go ahead.
Kiss right down the rocket. Jump on the Kiss Jam for World Tour. What's the record circle? That's too fast. Oh, we do have rules, though. Spell Kiss. Yep. Shoot, spin, upgrade records. Go platinum.
Theme is the story. Theme is the setup for it.
All right.
Crank up the volume
Yeah.
and let loose a drum solo and guitar frenzy. Watch the record
took
scales
me
go
a
sci high.
It took me a second to realize these were interactable elements because they're so
Yeah,
compressed.
UI here is leaves a little to be desired.
Yeah. Now, I've played the Kiss level from Tony Hawk's Underground one, so that should hopefully that skill should carry through. Help me out here.
All right, so we didn't get any Kiss music on that menu, but I assume it's going to be on the table, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember this song.
Chicago, Metal Town, yeah.
Bye. Goodbye.
Oh, this is
So how does it feel?
it feels like it's running too fast, and I bet it's not.
Oh, this is how the game is. See, it really feels like a pinball table oriented this way, completely vertical.
Okay.
The gravity is wild here. Even I can tell what this is. And so you told us how it feels. How does this sound? One of your favorite Kiss tracks? This one?
Yeah, I'm not sure what song this is.
Yeah, this is the point where we tell you that there's no Kiss music in this game. That they got the copyright for Kiss, but not Kiss's music.
It's so fast.
So the entire soundtrack is just stock music. So people in the chat who are like, should we turn off the audio? Should you mute the audio? Do you need to turn the audio down? You know what we're doing here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.
You can't react to this at all.
Game over.
And that's it. You know, it was mentioned with the the Sci-Fi Pinball table game there about them not using the whole screen. This is what happens when you use the whole width of the screen. This is the problem because they've zoomed it in so much.
Yeah.
To use the whole width of the screen. Okay, now I'm doing well. I'm not. Lies. Just thought I'd tell Fib there for a sec.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack watching this.
Alright, I think I've got the strat down. Yeah! Chicago!
Mr. Taco in chat says, I was made for draining you.
See, I have to do that because even when I know where the ball's going, it's so fast that I can't react to it.
Only the devil himself, Gene Simmons, could.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at actual Kiss pinball tables. There are a couple. There was a Stern one. There was also a Bali one in 1979. And it did say converted up at the top. I could say this is not either of those.
Well, there's the other table too, so we might want to check that out.
Yeah.
Did this come out on a different platform then, maybe?
I think there's the PS1 version. There might be a Windows version of this as well.
Maybe the Windows is the original. Yes! You lost the ball. Yes!
Okay, it also would not be the Stern table because the Stern table came out in 2015. So, as far as I can tell, there's only the Bailey's table.
The two hottest eras of Kiss, the 70s and the 2010s.
Yeah.
That's when they really came into their own as artists.
Yeah. I just remembered the Kiss level from Tony Hawk's Underground's the worst level in the game. So they're keeping that theme going strong through the games, it seems.
All right, get out of this table.
Yeah,
see the other one.
Oh, how do I do that?
Try start, select. L1, L2, R1, R2, start, select.
Quit table.
There you
you
go.
I pressed something.
So how many tables are in this? Two?
Two.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I was about to say I could tell just from the
Netherworld. The four warriors of rock have come to battle the Dark Lord and claim the Netherworld as their own. Lock balls with Gene's tongue.
Gene's tongue. Cut. Don't want to rephrase that game? No? We asked Gene. He said it's okay.
At least they didn't say lock tongues with Gene's balls, but...
Which would you rather? Lock tongues with Gene's balls or lock balls with Gene's tongue?
Can I cut my tongue off? Can I do like Ichi the Killer and just...
Ichi Killer, yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, so this is not... Once again, this is not a conversion of the Bailey's. Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them Bailey's. Not a conversion of the Bailey's table. So I don't know what it was converted from, unless it was converted from the PC version of the game.
So physics on this one any different than the last one?
Nope. I am curious to see that PC version now, and I wonder if they just screwed up getting the speed and physics right. Not that that would have improved it much.
You know, this is actually closer to the Stern one that came out in 2015. Because in that one, they had a giant Gene Simmons head in the upper right corner.
See, that's the risk of mashing, you know, the flippers in a pinball game, because you can accidentally catch it with the underside and just like that
dunk it directly into.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not giving you much fucking choice here.
There was nothing I could have done to stop that there. I just want the record to show.
It's so fast. It's like unreadable.
Yeah. I want to spell hem out. I don't know what hem means. Maybe that's one of the members. Yeah, it says hem.
Mayhem.
That might be...
M-A-Y-H-E-M.
Oh.
But look how far apart they are.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because you can tell that the game is running at the right speed, because when you watch the dot matrix stuff, like the spinner, that's clearly running at a normal speed. Just the speed it goes from the top of the bottom to the table sometimes catches me off guard like that.
Like I said, this is an accurate simulation of if you were playing a pinball table completely vertically.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
Is that it for Kiss Pinball?
Yeah, I think that's literally it, because it's both tables.
That's made me feel funny. It's like if you've ever ridden in someone's car where they drive too fast and you get that like adrenaline in you, because you feel like you almost died a couple of times.
Yeah, I think that's what Detroit Rock City is about, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Ooh.
Kickback and Satan's service. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was... is that the worst of the night so far?
No. I feel like the 3D pinball thing was worse.
I guess we'll decide at the end of the show, but I don't know. Yeah. That seemed literally unplayable.
It wasn't one of the best ones tonight.
Well, maybe the next game will go a little better for us, because we have some more licensed friends. This time around, it's the Muppets in Muppet Pinball Mayhem. This was developed by Digital Eclipse and published by New Kid Co. on March 18th, 2002.
Now, I'll play this one because, Johnny, I remember a while back, just outside of the stream, you were telling me I need to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I have played this game, but I will play it again.
Yeah.
But I think something important is that we should give this game a good listen to.
Yeah, we'll do what we can to make sure the volume levels are tuned properly. Ay, 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 that font.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Game Boy didn't have a backlight. New Kid on the block.
They also put out a bunch of ET games at a different point in time before failing, collapsing as a company.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before we get into this one too much, I just want to mention this. So I did look it up, and I've posted it in the Discord if you want to check out the Bad Game Hall of Fame Discord, the game room. I have posted the video of the PC version that it must be based off of. And wouldn't you know it, the game does not run at 69 million miles per hour in the Windows version. It actually looks kind of playable. So yes, it's
a downgrade.
Yeah, there's someone just really screwed up when they were converting it to PlayStation 1.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, motivation.
But speaking of some Muppets who messed up.
All right. Do we do the competition or adventure?
I think competition, because it will let you access more tables.
All right. We could do the Kermit table. We We can do the Miss Piggy table. We can get seasick on this menu. We can do Gonzo. We can do the Mystery Muppet.
I think that's animal. It might be animal.
It looks like animal under there.
Yeah.
Let's
Stick with
I'm
three
gonna
balls.
assume. Okay, I was gonna assume this game's gonna be unfair, but
Hi, I'm
loading. Can you rewind me?
So you can hear that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kermit.
Hi,
I'm
Kermit.
This is my pinball table.
Not
Paycheck,
since
please.
not since Ghostbusters on the Nintendo Entertainment System has digitized voices sounded so good.
The soundscape here is.
What did that
Yeah.
say? I hope that said Muppet Plier.
Hey everybody, it's Muppet here.
Oh, this game table's lit. Oh no, it just said Muppet. Damn it, they dropped the ball on a pun. Called the Muppet Plier.
So yeah, if the previous pinball game was one that was hard to look at, fret ye not, this game is hard to listen to.
Oh, that's. Oh
Wait,
wait!
whoa!
Yeah.
Hold on, how?
Pro pinball move.
I fucked up. Now, see, that's what knowing pinball gets you. Saving it from that.
Yeah.
Also having, I guess, a ball made of rubber.
Oh, Magic Meows wants to hear Bit Crush Miss Piggy. Fret ye not.
Yeah, we will get to that.
Yeah.
I really can't remember what button is launch. There we go.
There's Fuzzy.
I would also say this game is hard to look at. The colors here are very garish. It's using every
Yeah,
color
yeah.
in the rainbow.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mentioned in the chat that this how bright this is probably accounting for the lack of backlight.
To be
Oh,
sure,
that's what I was screaming about during the intro of the Jim Henson logo. I will say I think this plays fine in general. Sometimes the ball does act a little weird. Is not one of those instances, in fact, but sometimes it feels like it just kind of stops, like in a way that's not realistic.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does feel like it's made of rubber. Sometimes in my favor, like when I saved it earlier.
Yeah. I remember with Game Boy Advance pinball games because I early in the year I did a stream where I just found what's every Game Boy Advance pinball game I can find and I'm just gonna play them all. And some games would use like distinct made graphics for them, and some would do what this game does where they've made a pre-render and then digitized it. And I find that method looks really ugly and very hard to read.
It does come across pretty bad because it's so like heavily pixelated.
Yeah.
Like this is not the worst looking pinball table, and it's not kickback, not the hardest to parse. But I can see someone being like, "No, this is hard to parse."
But
it looks like a compressed JPEG, says Magic Meows.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
and add
that
to
sink.
that how compressed like the voice samples and even just the sound font for the songs. Like yes, it's Game Boy Advance, but you could have like clearer sounding like music on a Game Boy Advance than this.
Go back to the menu, see a different table. Let's see Miss Piggy. Let's hear Miss Piggy.
Let's hear Miss Piggy. Yeah.
Like I want to know where the file size is being used up that all the assets had to be compressed this much.
It's in the physics of simulating.
All right.
Oh no, Miss Piggy became an eldritch abomination.
They got Frank Oz back in the studio to do it. This one is harder to look at. This one's a little harder to look at, I think, than the Kermit table. Maybe a little too much bright pink. I can't believe I'm saying that, but maybe a little too much bright pink on this one.
I saw Video Game King asked, didn't the GBA lack a dedicated sound chip? At least according to some research I'm doing, it had something called an APU. So it did have some sort of sound processing stuff inside the device.
I would have to imagine it would, because the Game Boy Advance had sound.
Mr. Chaka says, it's a shame they never made an A-Team pinball so I can have Mr. T eat my balls. Yes.
I bet there is an 18 pinball game. Like, any franchise you
Yeah.
think of, it's like, there probably was a pinball game.
Yeah,
I
see,
probably
this
just
is
never heard of it.
this is coming back to me. I mentioned, how unreadable some of the tables are because of compression. This was the one that was way worse.
Yes.
Zorn was right, says, some video pinball streamers I watch just refer to these sorts of tables as JPEG tables, as it was also a common thing on Windows.
Yeah. That's a great name for it. It's just, if you don't think a Game Boy Advance could do better sound than this, if you've ever played, say, like a Metroid game on Game Boy Advance,
Or
and compared it to this,
Tron 2.0 Killer App, which
Okay.
is
Oh,
a
yeah,
fully
yeah.
voice-acted video game on the Game Boy Advance.
Mhm.
Okay, Tron, good example. I would say I have an issue when people bring up Nintendo consoles and like how it could be done better, and they say like, "Oh, it could be done so much better. Let's look at this Zelda game, or this Metroid game, or this
that's
game
fair.
that Nintendo made."
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it would be nice if Nintendo made their consoles like better,
Yeah.
more easy for people to parse when they're developing games.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, of course Nintendo knows how to work their shitty consoles. I love playing Nintendo consoles and stuff, but Nintendo makes shitty consoles. Like, they haven't made a good console since the GameCube.
Beam him up.
Oh, and we're also doing Pigs in Space
Yeah, weird.
along with Miss Piggy. I guess she was a pig in space. Oh, there's
Yeah.
that.
I thought Gonzo was the alien. Well, that's what his movie was about.
Oh, do you not remember Pigs in Space?
I don't think I know it, but I don't think I ever saw it actually.
Was that your last ball for this one?
I believe that was my last
Yeah.
ball.
Oh, this
Which-
pan, the way this pan works, looks like they're trying to do a seasick simulation.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the menus too.
Oh yeah, it's really bad here though.
Do we need to see or hear another table on this?
Let's just take a quick look. We don't have to go through all
Yeah,
three.
I actually
rolls.
don't remember the Gonzo table.
Yeah. I'm also purposely playing worse so we can get through them.
Yeah.
I assume that he's not unlocked, and that's why it's a question mark.
That or it's just
Yeah.
random. It just randomly picks one of the three tables.
Possibly.
That's me! I'm Gonzo.
Oh yeah. This song.
Amiga core? No, sorry, that's unfair to the Amiga. This is Commodore 64 core.
I will say, most interesting table layout, hardest to listen to, and
See,
to a
I'm-
degree, hardest to parse.
I'm a sicko because this hits a chaotic tone and noise where I'm just into it.
You're a fucked up
I mean-
MIDI surfer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Gonzo music, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna stop in a moment, but I'll say I don't think this game's that bad. It's not great.
I think if it had not come out on the Game Boy Advance, it would have been great.
I think it should have had a PlayStation release with like proper graphics, but the exact same sounds.
Yeah.
All right, I think that might do it for Muppet
Yeah.
Pinball Mayhem.
Yeah, apparently the animal table you can unlock. You have to do a code during the credits, but we leave that to the viewers' discretion. You know, if you want to check that out on your own time, be our guest. For now, the license tables continue, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Johnny should play this one.
Oh, yeah, I wonder why. For our next table is Austin Powers Pinball, baby. That was developed by Wildfire Studios and published by Gotham Games on October 25th, 2002. All right, everybody, do your Austin Powers impression. Get it out of your system now.
Do I make your penis erect?
Very good.
I can't top that.
Oh yeah, there's nowhere to go but down from there.
Yes, that is my penis pump. Please let me have it back.
We're back to the PlayStation for this one.
Gotham Games.
That's their name. Don't wear it out.
This is a
Magic
present
Meow,
from
subscribe to
me
the
you.
message. Shagadelic, baby, yeah. That's my Austin Powers impression. It's really good, I know.
So I've never been much of a movie watcher, as some people may know. But Gold member,
Sorry,
you got excited for a second.
yeah, I can't believe they got the Austin Powers theme.
Yeah. Austin Powers and Gold member 2012, I think, is the first time I saw product placement in a movie, and I was like, oh, come the fuck on.
That movie came out in 2012? That's
No,
gotta be
2002.
right.
I said 2002.
Okay.
Did I say 2012? I meant 2002.
Yeah.
But no, there's a scene in that where he has to imitate like a spitting fountain by pissing, and like he's running out of stream, so he holds up like a Dasani water bottle with like the most
logo
beautiful
facing,
framing,
yeah.
the most beautiful framing of the logo, the most clear framing of the logo. I think that was the first time watching a movie I was like, oh come on.
So fun fact: if a product doesn't exist in your country, you don't really know this is product placement. I never knew that was a product placement scene.
Slime Generator
Alright,
says that they learned recently there are 2 unreleased Austin Powers games that were just re-prepared versions of the other 2 Austin Powers minigame collections that actually released.
I just get flashbacks. Flashbacks to like half an hour ago.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this menu treatment somewhere before.
It's more readable at least.
Yeah.
We can only hope it plays just as well.
Stop Dr. Evil's plans to extort, quote, $100 billion. A lot of vagina, right? People want another Austin Powers.
I think something could be done interesting with it. I don't think Mike Myers would have to be the main character. I feel like he'd have to be the mentor or something.
Get Seth Green to be the main character. I know this happened to be the villain, but make it like a Despicable Me situation.
I did kind of want to see a movie where he was the villain.
Swinger.
Oh, tell me how the physics feel when you play this.
Here's what I'm gonna make
You're the
you
one who
do.
played Kiss.
One sec.
One of you plays one table, the other plays the other table.
Sure.
Yeah. I just want to do my due diligence on something here quick.
All right, well, I'll go first then.
Yeah, go first.
Okay, I can tell the speed already.
Yeah, baby.
A little zippy. If I'm being generous. Whoa.
Okay, no.
I'm sorry, I blinked.
For a second, it looked like the layout was almost identical to the Kiss pinball, but it's not quite. It's just it's set up in a very similar way with like both of these lanes.
Yeah,
that,
I
like,
knew that was
snake.
coming. I mean, generous ball save at the very least.
Yeah.
I think they knew. I would like to try and cradle one of these balls just to clip it. I would like to hold this right here for a sec just to have a brief moment of, okay. I wanted to see what the game looks like when it's not going a million miles an hour for a moment.
Again,
know
I'm
what it
so
is
glad
about-
they spent the extra money for the music. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about the the marquee art of Austin Powers there. He looks off-brand somehow.
He looks young.
Yeah.
Which, like, maybe we just don't remember what Michael Myers looked like when he was younger.
It's been so long. I can only picture him as Love Guru now, so.
But yeah, but I mean, like, that there looks like Austin Powers in the first film. This down here looks like maybe from like a costume test they took.
It feels like he's lit in a way that you don't normally see. Like he's almost like
yeah.
Fulbright.
Yeah, that's a selfie tip out there. Just lighting can change how your face looks.
No, tilt did nothing for me. You can save a ball from the outlane sometimes by like tilting at the right spot, but that ball just went like boop, and went right back down.
Oh yeah. I'm never been able to do that. Oh, yep, we
Depends
hit the
on
groovy.
depends on the game for me. Whoa. Zen Pinball is actually real good about making it easy, which is a reason some people don't like Zen Pinball games, because it's really easy to save yourself.
Now, I will say this
Goodbye.
does have a lot of the imagery and like parts from that first film in the design of the table, and not just the art, like physical aspects of it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm still... Jesus Christ, I thought I went through like 7 balls already. Come on.
Hot tub lights up at 80. We're at 48. What that's counting?
I don't even know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what... Oh, you know what? It's bumper hits. That's what it is.
Yeah, baby.
Video. Yeah, I wonder if there's like a video mode. Oh, goodbye.
A mode where you can watch the entire movie as rendered on
Yes.
this digital.
Well, no, a mode where you play a little mini game on the dot matrix screen. But we'll never see it. Game over. All right. Right, it's gonna go through all of this, and then
Mm-hmm.
oh, you can stop and look. Okay, end game.
That's nice. That's nice.
No, that's not. No, end game. End game. Quit table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I hit quit table the first time. Or did I hit? Oh, end game and quit
Yeah.
table.
All right.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna take over for the sequel.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like you could have done a better job with that. Maybe a little less artifacting around
Could have done a
edges.
better
Yeah, yeah.
job. Applies to a lot of aspects of this, but that's not the game we got. That is not the kind of studio that Wildfire Studios and/or Tarantula Studios was.
Yeah.
Still loading.
Maybe a little less Dr. Evilly than the other one was Austin Powersy. I see the laser. There
Oh,
are a
I
couple faces at the bottom.
for some reason my Havana Humpalot sign is flashing. Gotta figure out what that means.
Did any of us actually like these movies?
Oh, yeah.
As a child, yes.
Yeah.
I
will
still think about the
say-
steamroller gag a lot. I know other people think about the pissing
Yeah.
gag a lot.
Oh. All right. What are the instructions? Play
Play-
chess.
Oh no, I don't know how to play chess.
You just
Oh,
take
okay.
turns hitting the white pieces and black pieces. That's all it is. That's all chess is.
Yeah. Well,
It's kind of hard when it goes so fast and you have
Yeah.
no view of where they are from the bottom screen.
they did slow it down a little from Kiss. Someone figured something out.
Should players be able to perceive the ball in motion?
Best game total. Cool. You castled the king and the rook, and then you ate the king piece, and you lost.
What? Trying to figure out what is that? Basketball?
Where? Just
No,
the
the-
bumpers?
No, that little table. Okay, I recognize that's the time travel portal at the top there, but I'm trying to figure out why it's in like a basketball court.
I think that's just the shape of the... That is not a basketball court. That doesn't look anything like
You've
a
still got
basketball
pinball
court.
graffiti on the mind.
Like the half courts I was thinking of.
No,
Oh,
it still
jeez.
doesn't.
I was just trying. I don't know. Maybe my brain was like, "Why is there squares there? Is that like the free throw shoot lines?" Maybe it's like
That's-
basketball.
Okay, yeah, basketball maybe.
There we go.
And the
Solved
next
it.
game on our list, Basketball for the PS1, developed by Wildfire Studios. It's 2 tables.
Oh. Oh, Chase mini me. It's mini me. It's not mini me.
Minim.
Minim.
Yep, shoot the lanes. I'll give them that. Like they're explaining how
Mhm.
the goals pretty well. in the dot matrix.
This is also
Never mind.
perhaps through a failing of us, to be
Oh.
fair, but this is the first one I think tonight where we've seen like the modes come up.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a funny thing. I like these movies a lot, but I actually hadn't seen most of the James Bond movies that the first movie is parodied in until way afterwards, and then rewatched it and realized, oh wow, everything is a direct reference here.
Yeah, they
I'm
weren't
a
subtle.
Yeah. But yeah, if you had no context for it, like I knew it was like 60s James Bond, I just didn't know how on the nose it was. Like there are points in that first movie where I almost thought they actually got Ken Adams to do the sets. They are that
He
close
certainly
to,
had a
like, this
distinctive
stuff.
style, which
Yeah.
is best highlighted, of course, in GoldenEye Rogue Agent, the video game.
Yeah. And also, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I might actually prefer Goldmember over Spy Who Shagged Me, which is weird because a lot of Goldmember is callbacks to Spy Who Shagged Me. I just thought I'd talk there for a bit because the ball was like, you're not playing anymore. We're going to the
Speaking of
outplaying.
not playing anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might have expanded this game. I know you're on the
Yeah.
last ball, but
Well, I'm doing really good now that I stopped pressing buttons.
the perfect time to stop.
Yep.
all right, that's gonna do it for Austin Powers Pinball, methinks.
Yeah. I feel like you could make this table in a different program and it'd be playable, but not this.
This was not the studio to do it, though. These
Yeah.
were not the individuals who would.
That'd be funny to see though. Someone like remake this in like the what's that pinball program that people use, VFX or whatever. VPX, that's it.
Well, we have another pinball program coming up. It's another Windows game.
Mm-hmm.
This one we've played on the show before. It's part of our Stellar Stone Spectacular. So let that just wash over you for a second while I load up the art here.
I don't think I've seen this one actually before.
This is Total Pinball 25 3D tables, developed by Stellar Stone and published by Game Mill Publishing, October 25th, 2003. So yes, the developer and publisher of Big Rigs Over the Road Racing and many other hits, as seen in our Stellar Stone Spectacular. And Game Mill's still around today, on the back of games like this, which endeared them to the wider audience and made sure they would never go away. This means I have to play this one because it's on Windows, and that is my job. That is my responsibility, as it were, tonight. All right. Here's our table select.
What?
25 tables.
Oh, okay.
I'm noticing that a lot of these tables on the table select look pretty similar to one another.
Yeah, I was gonna say. At first, I thought you were having to do like a slide puzzle, like tile puzzle.
All right, it's left and right, shift.
Yep. Oh god, they've got the ball cam from first person pinball.
Awesome. We do have the ability to disable and enable different effects on the table and to change the angle. So that's
the first three letters of Circus being completely obscured by all of the board elements.
yeah, no kidding. Sorry, it was just I had like a moment of clarity for a second there.
Like, are you supposed to be able to see if you've lit up the letters? Because, again, you cannot see I and R or by.
Well, that's one table down. 24 more to go. Let's see what this one looks like.
This is just those like 8001 NES carts, basically. Oh boy, You telling me I get 6,000 versions of Super Mario Brothers?
It's an endless amount. So at least these tables, these variant tables, they may use the same background and all the same elements, but they do rearrange them for whatever that's worth. So this is
This
like,
one you don't have to play.
yeah, this one automates itself.
I'll say though, considering the developer, I'm surprised how competent the physics look. At least before you have to use the flippers.
And just wait till you put that pinball in reverse, and it gets up to infinite speeds.
You know what I love on a good pinball table? It's the music. I mean, you know, the Kiss pinball board didn't have Kiss music, but it had music. Goodbye. I've been saying goodbye a lot tonight, but that's appropriate for like pinball games.
Yeah, they've really put the flippers quite far apart for this.
Like, yep, I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but you ever see those like real old pinball tables where like the bottom flippers are as far apart as possible, like that you could put them on the table?
There was some really old ones in the PlayStation 2 Gottlieb collection that were like that.
Yeah.
I think they had some tables from like the 50s in there.
Which
Yeah,
of these
those
ones do we
tables-
want to do, by the way?
Okay, pick one that is directly below one you've already played. I'm curious. No. Well, I was curious if it's literally the same layout of elements.
Return to sender.
Hey,
That's a
skill shot.
shot.
Nice.
I was curious if it's the same layout of elements, but wow. With a different skin on it, this is a little different.
I feel like we've been hoodwinked. I think Cass is actually really good at pinball, and this is all a bit.
As long as you used to not have to play the games tonight, yeah. Oh my god, look at these flippers!
Yeah, this has got the
Yeah.
opposite problem. They're actually really close together now.
It almost looks like if you held the flippers... Yeah, I think if you hold the flippers up, you'll never, like, lose the ball.
They're also uneven
way.
with each other.
They are.
So I only know a few of the Stellar Stone.
Oh, no, never mind.
Masterpieces. So I know, obviously, I know Big Rigs. I know the. What is it like it was like a truck racing game that's in the
Big
same
Rigs.
engine. Yeah. And what was the other one I remember seeing recently?
Midnight
on stream.
Race Club Turbo Supercharged, which was the big
Yeah,
race
yeah.
sequel.
There's their taxi one,
Yeah, Taxi
Which I-
Racer.
which I think you said Cass might have been technically worse than Big Rigs, if I remember right.
It depends on your definition. It's only
Yeah.
slightly more functional in that it actually has rules you can follow. We also had some really bad strategy games, like some really bad Civil War strategy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I gotta do some research then. This actually does look surprisingly competent for this studio. Based on those ones I know.
For this studio, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm grading
Like-
on a curve here.
Like, I mean,
Speaking of
those other
curve.
games... Those other games are ones where you have to go around on an environment and through things and over and around things, and they were like, what if we just focused on one screen, right? What if we just didn't go anywhere?
Yeah. So
If you want to lose your mind, look at the bottom right corner.
yeah, that's what I was about to talk about. So I'm not sure what that was there for outside
Can
of
you
just
make that the main screen? Play off of that alone.
if only.
No, but I can turn the lights on and off. Did it go back in the...
Yes, it did
Yeah.
again. I think it's like the 4th time on this ball alone.
Oh, you beat the high score though.
Oh, this is the most generous pinball table we've seen tonight. Like, even when you, like, lost it down the middle, it just came back.
I do feel like a pinball champ playing this. This is the best I've ever done at pinball. In any configuration.
That guy who broke his leg is probably like, why didn't I play this table? Shit.
And go back down. Go back down.
Yeah.
This is the best one of the night. Why is the high score between every table and not individual tables?
They're all just graded on the same fucking... That's so
Yeah.
wild.
I thought you were gonna put baddest.
Well, that one was an okay table because it made me feel like a fucking rock star, so...
Oh yeah, well I just thought the name that was the naming theme.
No.
Noticing a pattern here.
It's a
there we
puzzle
go.
table. How do you start it?
What is this theme supposed to be?
Pretty
Stained
colored.
glass.
Adult coloring book.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. It's just it's very basic. I'd be curious to know how much this would cost to have got.
Oh, they would have
my
all been
opinion
like
of this.
budget priced. Yeah, this would have been like
Yeah.
maybe like at most $20.
It-
That's
Get
le-
25.
less than-
That's more
yeah,
than
It's less than a dollar a table.
Yeah.
Oh, when you put it like that. Like, I don't think it kept my attention
Huh?
for oh. No, never mind. There we go.
I just want to see all the themes.
Oh, nice and lowercase.
Because it was below the other ones.
You're
All
gonna
right,
fill up the high scoreboard just by playing
Just-
one of each table.
And you know, no description of the different versions.
So
Just
who need that?
It's
especially that
self-evident.
dragon where they didn't even show different fins on the table.
And at this one, the flippers are like way too far apart.
Also, I'm realizing that some of the sounds are just weirdly only in my left ear.
Yep. Also, no table has unique sounds.
Well, who needs sounds? Since when are sounds a part of theming a table?
I'm not gonna say his physics are good, but I do like how much the table just plays itself.
It's been a lot of these.
Oh, this one especially though. It's just I mean, this
Skill
whole
shot.
game. When I say table, I'm kind of like, let's be real. This is a there's not much differences with these tables.
Oh, I literally blinked. Yeah. All right, let's see the last theme. Okay,
That's
now
good.
baddest.
Not
I don't
even
know how-
finishing is good enough for second place.
Yeah, like how long you spend on the tables doesn't seem to really change how much you get points on it.
I think this is like
Uh,
space themed.
I think this is virtual lab themed.
Oh, I was really hoping the
It
ball
would get
just
stuck up there.
Yeah.
Are we missing a texture?
No, this is
Oh yeah, if
it's
this
not
was
checkerboarded. If there were black
Yeah.
squares to pair, it'd be cool. I feel like I've lost my will to live in the past 2 hours. And when we started, I got a concussion, right out the gate with the whole coming down the pinball table thing.
Yeah.
Skill shots.
I will say, just because of how much the ball will just go off on its own, bounce. I do get a lot of enjoyment. Just where's the ball gonna go this time? Like the YouTube videos where it's just the runner games. It's like that kind of thing. Just watch the ball go and just sit down for a bit, have some fun. No,
I shouldn't have tried. I shouldn't have tried to move the flippers. It would have literally had gone better. And it's because all these ones in the bottom row are so distinct.
yeah. No, I
in their
will say
thumbnails.
the random what sound effects are panned left or not is starting to get to me.
Different colored tubes on this one. That's gonna do it for Total Pinball 25.
Mhm. Yeah.
How long have we been here? It's eternity? Eternity and a half?
Ooh.
But we only have a few more.
Yeah. The next game on the list tonight is Powershot Pinball. This was developed by Liquid Games and published by OG International, July 7th, 2006. I believe this is another one of those Euro exclusives.
Mm-hmm. Just for the pals.
Johnny,
Yes, I shall elect Sharky to play. Thank you for asking me.
All right.
I have a
back
history
in
with
the
this.
window.
I have a history with this game. I do not have nice things to say about this one. I don't even have mildly negative things to say about this one. It is all very negative.
All right, try controlling it, Sharky.
Okay. Beyond this point,
The
this
point of
game
no
will
return.
be working with memory card slot 1.
Okay, game, calm down.
Liquid Games is a property of Oxygen Interactive. Pinball approaching
the story.
re-entry. This is how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Strike.
Touchdown!
Yeah.
Pure moods.
Now, surely this is going to live up to the, the gameplay is going to live up to this.
Slowly. Oh. Well, that's a ball lost.
Why are the flippers animated like that? Where they like hesitate. They're like, whoa, whoa, and then they do it.
All right, we got check our options quick. Vibration, autosave. Yep. Okay, fine. Sure. Let's start the adventure. We got the streets of New York. The
I may have
factory,
unlocked a few stages here. I think you
think-
start
Yeah.
with the island.
the island.
Which is good because when I played this, I could not get past the first table.
Locked.
Yeah, so
Locked.
spoiler on this one, I played this and actually got further than Johnny ever did in it.
Yeah.
So I guess I am a pinball pro after all.
No,
Let's.
every time I bring it up, you don't seem to remember any of it.
This one looks like the most simple, so we'll start there and then we'll
Yeah. This
move
is
ahead a little bit.
this is the starting table, and it's impressive. Let me tell you.
But the streets of New York?
Well, I've never been. I assume it's like this.
Whoa, whoa. Just going. Buttons. Well, I did not have a chance to discover what buttons do things.
Oh,
Wait. I ran out of tilt. I think I could have saved it.
Yes,
you could have,
yeah,
yes.
That's why that is one thing with this game is the tilt doesn't last forever if you wait long enough.
Okay, I think I found the buttons.
Notice how every time you hit the flippers, it also,
Yeah. Changes the state of those things.
I'm curious if Charky will be able to figure out what the actual goal on the table is.
My goal of playing pinball is to hit the balls.
Yeah.
What I would like to try to do is catch it in those things, right? Like wait till it's over one of them and then pop it up.
it's a good idea.
Nope,
Into the void.
that was a trap.
Mm-hmm.
I love this 7-second loop. No.
Right, slowly come back. All right. Come on.
Zorn was right, said this is ugly as sin. Well, it sounds like someone doesn't like New York.
It's not for everybody. Oh, the plan I have to catch it, I don't know how feasible that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually
Okay.
doable.
I hate this. I hate this effect where they need to make me dizzy before.
Yeah.
They're just warning
I
you.
just-
They have motion blur and they know how to use it.
I really don't know what's going on with the theme of this table. Like, they wanted to go for this New York theme, so they've got
How
this...
long is this? How long is this music loop?
7 seconds.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So they've got, they've got these taxis, some skyscrapers, But that's clearly not the theme of this table. Like,
Well,
it's in space, and it's all this, like, sci-fi glowing stuff. Like, what happened here?
well, you haven't been to New York,
Yeah, that's true.
and I haven't been to New York. So between the both of us, you know.
No,
who's
this is
to
what
say?
it's like. This is what it's like. Walking down the street, get your dirty water dog, and you aim to go up the ramp, and then you get sidetracked.
Is dirty water dog what you call rats?
Also,
that's
just
a
want to
different
mention,
brand.
we were talking about pinball tables where the paddles are really far apart.
Well,
And,
you have that bumper there,
Well,
so
for a
just
bit.
use it carefully. Also,
Yeah,
I
that's-
was expecting my ball to go in the outlane from there.
Yeah.
Here we go, the big bumper.
As far as I
Yeah.
know, there isn't any way to bring those back, the ones that disappear after a certain amount of hits.
I could finish this last ball, but I'm
Yeah.
already bored of this table.
Yeah, and
Yeah, move on to the next exciting table then.
it takes a while. From what I remember when Cass played, it like tilt was the secret
Bad gamer Martin.
to make progress. Ah, come on, mine.
Oh, the
I want to
factory, I
jump into the
remember.
island. You want me to do the factory?
Well, I mean, do whatever order. You play how you want to play it. I'm just glad I don't have to play it ever again.
Oh, well, who's gonna unlock the final tables?
It's not gonna be my ass.
Oh, this looks exactly how I remember from the intro cutscene.
Yep.
Look at that crab.
This at least there's a better theming with this one. Like, think
At least
of
there's
how
a theme.
basic. Yeah. Like how basic that quote New York one was, where it was just cut like static image and then just random like circle orbs. Whereas, you know, hey, there's a rock fin there, there's crabs, look, we got this little statue.
Oh.
Look at that.
Sick.
Okay, and now
Yeah.
I was really hoping they'd throw it immediately down into like the gutter and I'd lose. Just an extended loss animation.
Yeah. I think if I remember right, we figured out it was score was what unlocked the next table.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So much like with the Game Boy Advance stuff, I did a night where I tried to play every PlayStation 2 pinball game, and from my summation, this is the worst one. I know on a previous stream, YouTube played the Simple Series pinball game,
Yes.
which depending on where you are, has a different name. As that, like, that's more lo-fi, looks worse, I think is a better game than this.
Yeah, I can see that. I haven't played too much of this yet, considering this is only the second table I've been playing, but...
Yeah.
This feels lower budge than a Simple Series
Yes.
video game would. This feels like it should have been a 1999 Windows release.
Yeah, this should have been on the PlayStation 1. Like, aside from the frame rate, this looks like a PlayStation 1 game running in higher resolution.
Now, have you figured out how to use the tilt effectively?
Oh, I haven't used the tilt at all at this point. So I haven't really felt the need to use the tilt, to be honest.
This is this table's very narrow. There's not a lot of space to move around.
Alright, I'm ready to move on to the next table.
K4 Boom says, wait, this is a PlayStation 2? Yes, and a 2006 PlayStation 2 game.
Bad Gamer George. It's the whole crew. Get all the bad gamers together. The bad gamer boys. What else do we have unlocked? We have Shipwreck. Well, only 2 left, so I might as well just take a peek at them. I'm not playing full games of any of these.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think that pinball was a mistake, maybe?
No. I think people make mistakes because of pinballs.
Yeah, like quitting their promising basketball career and dropping off the college track to pursue a career as a pinballist.
This was called Factory.
Yes, as opposed to circuits. Or circus, even. Which is more resembles to me.
A circus with tribal tattoos.
A circus is a laugh factory, so...
That's true.
Yeah, got me there. Look at those. Those bumpers are so far apart as well. Oh, hey, they work though.
This is one where I might want to use a...
Also, notice each table, the balls... the balls are different size. Like here, it's tiny. Look how tiny it is compared to the flippers.
It makes the table seem bigger.
Yeah, I mean, this table is, like, huge with all the elements.
Yeah.
Garage.
Yeah, you open up the middle ramp, you see?
If I can manage to get up there.
Yeah. This is one where the tilting might come into play. Yes!
There we go.
All right, free yourself. No?
No, it doesn't want to go.
I will say, if you're someone who doesn't like point inflation in pinball, you don't like that everything's in millions and billions, this is probably the game for you.
Oh yeah, my score fucking sucks. Get up there.
Video King says, the low scores, the primary colors, the simple shapes. This is Playmobil pinball.
Yeah, I see it. This is like rounded edges so kids don't hurt themselves.
How are you even supposed to get into that lane on the top left there?
Skillfully.
I guess that's more like an exit ramp.
I would love to actually get up there for more than like half a second. I can't remember what button is tilt. I think it's the...
And I'm not sure what benefit there is to lighting stuff up because as soon as the ball crosses over it, it will unlight it again. So trying to light anything up is a pain.
You got to be careful. You got to aim it just right. Oh no, it's closed again. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get shipwrecked.
Mike, we're building up our boy band.
So far, the theming has been excellent. Let's see if they can clinch it with the shipwreck level.
It's just, there's something weird about the first two tables. Like they feel like nebulous floating boards that they were built on top of. And then you get to the volcano stage and it feels completely different. And this one, where they start actually putting world objects in.
Oh, God, please stop doing the motion blur.
Arr, we'll never stop.
Does this do anything? Can I get in there for more than just a second?
Also, because we won't look at it, if anyone's curious what the time mode is, it's just the same thing, and you have to get to a certain score as quickly as possible, I think is the way it worked. Because we haven't come up to it much tonight, but the main...
Whoa! Okay.
Never mind what I was going to fucking say. But yeah, it's very common in pinball tables to have, quote missions where, you'll activate something and they'll give you a goal to say, hit this lane 3 times, get all these bumpers down, stuff like that. I don't think this game does any of that.
This game doesn't do anything. It's...
Well, it makes the number go up when you hit things. The camera somehow got worse there.
Yeah, like the motion blur and all the camera stuff is like way worse on this board than any other one, right? Is that just me?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Good thing they had that guard there. Good thing they had that thing
loop on
blocking
this
the middle.
stage might be even shorter.
I understand now, like, why you didn't progress past this table.
Yeah, I think I saw this. I took one look at this, and I'm like, it's okay. It's alright. I think I'll just retire.
Go back to basketball.
Retire when you're on top.
What is the point of that thing? It feels like you go in there and you would like fall through a thing, but I keep getting spit that out.
And look at all that cool stuff that's at the top of the table that no one's ever seen.
I'm never gonna get there.
I don't think anyone's ever been up there.
That's as close as I'm gonna get. Look at that ramp. Holy shit. That must be an exit ramp, because there's no way you knock it up that thing over on the left.
Goodbye, ball.
Also, if anyone's curious, there's no camera options. You can't zoom out more than this or anything like that.
Dedicated Lurking 9 to 5 says, Jesus, I get sick watching this. Welcome to the Back Game Hall of Fame!
Yeah.
You're getting seasick. Very, very seasick.
Yeah, how do you get up there?
You fucking don't.
Yeah, because there's no top table flippers. Also,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
realizing
waiting
how
on a I was waiting on a number of these
Yeah.
tables to have like a top table flipper.
Yeah. Also, I'm noticing how steep some of these lanes and ramps are.
Well, bye. That's it. That's
Yeah.
Powershot Pinball, right? That's the name of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what your score was, though. And let's see what my score was.
Gamer
I didn't
Bill,
even
all
bother
right.
on this
Yeah.
one. I didn't even bother to submit a score. Yeah, it sounds about right. All right. Mercifully,
Yeah.
that will do it for Powershot Pinball.
Yeah. And yep. Hopefully, it's the last we see of a Powershot Pinball game.
All right. Our next game is Powershot Pinball Constructor for the
Ah,
Nintendo DS.
Son of a bitch.
Developed by Evil Gamus and published by Oxygen Interactive Software, March 26, 2008. Okay. So different developer and publishers. Same key art. You look at the ball, the drawing on the ball, and even the background elements. They use the same piece of key art here for two different games on two different consoles. The logo is also different completely. But alas, I have to imagine that Liquid Games and Oxygen Interactive Software, that's why I noted that copyright thing on the PS2 Powershot Pinball. So I guess it is a situation where they have Liquid, they have Oxygen, they have probably Solids division as well.
Yeah, Solidus.
But this is for the Nintendo DS, which means that it's going to be a little funky on the screen, but what can you do? Bear with me as I get this up and running.
Yeah, they do use both screens as the table here, so this will be vertical viewing.
Is it a bad thing if I really want alcohol?
No, I think that's expected.
Okay.
For me, it'd be like Hair of the Dog That Bit Me. Okay. So, buttons don't move anything around. I would have to...
No, you have to swipe. You have to left swipe, right swipe.
Ugh. Yeah, looks about right.
Oh, yeah, save that.
How do you recommend I get started here?
So, yeah, single player.
Okay. I'm doing this with the right analog stick.
Yeah, don't worry, you won't need stick stuff when you're actually in table.
Where's the letter Y? Oh, there it is. Score mode. Time attack. Stylus mode.
That I did not mess with for obvious reasons. So yeah, so this is the pre-made. Well, I say pre-made. It's not in the level editor.
Should
This
I
is just a
play
bespoke-
this?
Yeah. I love this Super Nintendo style music they went for with this game. So yeah, so despite having the same name, completely different tables.
Why did they give me a countdown at the beginning?
Yep, I don't know.
Good.
So
Sweet.
So the way the plunger works on this one is, yeah, depending on how long you hold it, it goes in different directions. If you do it right, it can actually go up. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. Yes. If you do it wrong, it will just immediately gutter. But there is like a sweet spot. I did it once where it actually did go up the table. but I'm just hoping some of the physicsy stuff that I notice happens.
Oh, that's a magnet there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Man, we're getting well acquainted with the left side of this board.
Yeah. Just a reminder for folks what the DS was capable of. There were 3D first-person shooters on this system. Heck, there's that Splinter Cell N-Gage version got on DS.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Chaos.
apparently
Theory.
that won Mobile
Yeah.
Game of the Year in 2003
Mm-hmm.
at the Spike Game Awards.
Do you like the frame rate when the 3D text comes up?
Yeah, how it drops it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case that's not coming through on stream. Like, yeah, this does not run at a consistent frame rate.
That's the power of magnetism. They put real magnets inside of the cartridge. It's slowly killing your Nintendo DS. But they had no other way to achieve that effect.
But yeah, it even though visually looking at this, it's sometimes hard to explain, but just how lack of control this feels, this game. Because the thing that you've said before, Cass, it feels like when you play pinball, it feels random. Like, regardless of how you hit the ball, it goes anywhere. That's this game.
New high
Oh,
score.
nice call, though.
You've collected some points. Put that in your
Can I spend them?
storage. Yeah. Put that in your inventory.
Okay. I doubt you unlocked whatever the second table is, but we like to criticize developers about their games. I think we should prove if we're up to the task. So
Is
if you
this-
back out this menu,
Oh,
so
back
these are
out
going
of
to be
this.
these are going to be preset, so we should make one first.
Where do I go?
Yeah, keep going back.
Oh,
I guess
forget my
even
name, I
further
guess.
back. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, go to this one. Yep. So surely we can make a better pinball table than that.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you want the option with the stylus.
What should this table be themed after?
It's a
I'll
good name.
I'll go with how I'm feeling right now.
I hope this just pulls up like an assembly editor.
Okay, which of these represents ennui the most? Probably this one, because there's a
honestly-
big X on it.
All right. So the way this works is currently you're editing the bottom of the table. If you click where those bumpers is, you'll get all the little pieces. These are our pieces.
Sure.
And now you can drag them down and put them where you want. If you want to edit the top part of the table,
Yes. Outside.
you need to hit the up arrow in the bottom corner. And yes, you can put pieces.
I can also use the D-pad.
Yeah. You can put pieces in the launcher lane.
Can
Oh.
Yeah.
Nothing but skill shots, baby.
Also, having messed with this, the layout this table has with these two big round circles is identical to some of the other themes.
Oh, cool. They give me a grand total of
wait.
3 of these.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could also just put them down where like the paddles are supposed to go, so you'll never lose it.
Nah, there are some
they-
limits.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
They also stop you from stacking stuff. So if you try to put these too close to each other, it will force them
Oh, like
away.
magnetize. It's like literally rejecting it.
Yeah, well, what it is you see, it's because the bottom part of those little sticky out things you put down are still on the bottom part of the table.
Oh, what I can
But
do
then
is, if
they're up.
I can just click outside of it, I can stack like this.
Nope.
There
There
you
you go. Oh, yeah, you got the pro tips.
And that's
Yeah,
as
that's
many
it.
bumpers as you're allowed to put down.
Yep.
This seems like the worst.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to test it. It's good. No flippers. Oh no, you get flippers. Press X button this time.
That's to go back to
Oh,
the
to
editor.
exit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We found a
Yeah.
flaw.
Yeah, just to mention though, the one bit you put on the big silver circle, that's not going to be able to be hit.
No, of course.
Well, you don't say. All right. The one thing you need to do before we wrap this up is you need to fill that hole.
Yeah, yeah.
Fill which hole?
On the launcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
completely. Yes,
That
ma'am.
actually
messing
lets
up.
the ball go through. Just for the satisfaction of knowing we've made a table that cannot be played.
So I know there is a pinball maker program or game that people really like, right?
Pinball construction kit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect.
What was that on? When did that come out?
In the
PC?
80s.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah. I wonder how it compares to this.
No!
I did find if you launch the ball slightly slower, you can just make it. Well, you hit it somehow.
Maybe that in between the screen space doesn't exist.
Well, you can also put some stuff in the lane on the bottom screen, which we didn't do.
Many options. By many, I mean
Yeah.
only a handful, a very small handful.
This is dire.
Yeah, and I think that might do it for this as well.
This is such a bare bones editor. They really should not have bothered.
Oh, I've got to save that. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Can come back to that.
Yeah,
Trade it.
I'll tweak that. I'll really refine
there's-
that.
I
We'll
don't
do
know
it.
if there's a way to send tables to people.
Yeah, we'll do a
I didn't
tournament
figure
with
that out.
this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we want to risk seeing what stylus mode is.
I could try. It's got my curiosity peaked.
I have an idea. It's gonna be tap the left or the right side of the screen.
Why do we need a countdown? It's fucking.
One. Go. Press the. Oh.
Yeah.
It's always when I am not looking, when I look away for a second, that you just completely sent the ball to hell.
Yes, it is
when
literally only the stylus works too.
But when
Okay.
I was testing this, there was an exact power I hit with the plunger where you cannot stop it from going down the middle. It knocks it immediately into the center.
That's the true skill shot. That's speedrunning
Yeah.
pinball. Yeah, it's just a worse way to play the game. This is just if you... I mean, can't just have the stylus be functional in the other mode, right? It has to have delineated a completely different game mode from the other. You can't just have
something from the back of
simultaneous
the box.
control schemes.
Yeah. Now, I've not played every Nintendo DS pinball game because a lot of them were eShop only. I would be shocked if anything beats this though. Because yeah, this is again 2 for 2 here for Powershot Pinball, the series. Also, I found out one of the Powershot games, I forget if it's the PS2 one or this one, got a PlayStation 3 version. I found that out today. That was disturbing to find out. Yeah. Ending with a banner there.
No, it's not over yet.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
This has been
Oh.
one of the most draining nights.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No pun intended on this one. I think we could all use a little pep in our step. If we're gonna go out on some sort of note, let it be a bright and colorful one. Their last game of the night is Senran Kagura Peach Ball. This was developed by Tamsoft, our friends at Tamsoft, published by Xseed Games. This is the most recent game we have here, December 13th, 2018 in Japan. Released internationally July 9th, 2019. And so this is, I think, we were jumping ahead 11 years here between this and Powershot Pinball Constructor, but let's just see how far pinball has come.
Yeah.
Let us see just how far this genre unto itself, digitized pinball, has come. Let's see what the kids want out of their pinball games.
Yeah, the next generation of pinball.
We're going to switch to the 16:9 screen for this one.
I mean, is it really bad if you feel like you need alcohol? Like
Yeah,
you really need it.
It's called dependency.
Oh,
And I know
okay.
it well.
Yeah. I'm getting the feeling it's going to be very like cute, cartoony. That tile screen there with the little animals. Very
One can only
wholesome.
hope. Camsoft. Can't wait to turn the volume.
I wonder, could you get
up or
away
down
with
on
that?
this.
Huh?
Yeah, to
Why?
attach those things.
Why would you recommend that? Oh.
I'm sure there's some sort of motion control component that you could do.
Let's start the game.
Bow, bow, wake a wow. We finally found a story mode in a pinball game again.
Come around full circle. Yeah, I
Hey,
gave up
did
on
you
voice
turn the-
acting already.
Can you turn the music down in the arcade?
Could it go any slower?
Like, I'm not
Line
sure if chat
by
could even
line.
tell there was a little bit of voice acting there. This music's so loud compared to the voices.
I'm having to adjust the volume here. Try and make it listenable. 20 players have shown up to compete. The game is the newest popular fighting game, Shinobi Fighter 5. Among the gamers, there are faces I easily recognize.
Like that college basketball player who broke his leg.
Yeah, he shows up here. He's a real sad sack. Yomi, Asuka, Yumi, Riona, and Murasaki. I don't know any of these characters. I don't know anything about Senran Kagura. I assume these are nice girls having fun, doing.
Some real pinball heads.
They heard the game is geared towards players with quick reflexes. Yomi and Murasaka, on the other hand, are after the grand prize. See, there's stakes. This is how you build stakes into a story. I'm already on board. Riona was well bodied, I believe they called it, and crushed out of round
Oh,
1.
uses some of the lingo.
Alright, I think I found a happy level for the volume. Grand finals. Just. Oh, something's happening. Just as the match starts, Riona shrieks.
Very dynamic, engaging cutscene.
I feel like the people who would buy a Senran Kagura pinball game are not the people who'd want to do the pinball part anyway.
I have to go to the
We have to
bathroom
find
now.
the answer by ourselves.
Say something nice, this slime generator. Well, I'm glad these girls are having fun.
I mean, this looks like a great arcade to hang out in.
Hurry up and go. I slap Riona's butt with a sharp smack. She runs to the bathroom with a joyful smile.
Oh, okay.
Luis PSC asks, this is based on a real story.
Well, hey, at least she was into it, so that's good.
Alright, so they're distracting each other in the game. Woof, woof. Having fun? I'm back from the bathroom. What? I stare at Riona, utterly speechless. She's covered head to toe in fur, like a dog. No, it can't be.
The werewolf's curse.
She's become a beast, and I think I know why. Most days, this job leaves me with time in my hands, so I brewed up a body-changing concoction beastall in the arcade bathroom.
As you do.
Obviously, there'd be trouble if someone touched it, so I'd hidden it away on the bathroom shelf. But...
Just like the days of my youth. Brewing potions in the bathroom.
What a disaster.
Some good pinball action so far, though.
And pinball. No.
Whoa, we got graphics.
All right, hopefully pressing the start button will skip all this. Yes, yes, yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Let us skip ahead.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashton's, for the raid.
if I may.
Don't. You just terrified me for a second there. It's just like one of my animes. It has an intro.
Just like one of my Japanese pinball tables.
Well,
The
I
Black
guess I have to
Knight
live
died
as
for this.
beast. This is the prelude to Bloodborne. This is right before the beast hunts.
Oh yeah, this is a pinball
hey.
game still. Yeah,
It's a pinball.
I feel like having a loop-the-loop like that is asking for trouble.
Yeah, also, yeah, sitting on a flipper is just bad idea.
Yeah, see? It's a risky job.
I hope this is like the driest pinball game possible.
It just is completely flat. Just
Yeah. It makes streets of New York look exciting.
Oh, okay, now we've got a main menu.
dressing room.
I knew you were going to hover over that first. I knew you were going to go there first.
Maybe we could get some cute outfits for our pinball table.
Well, how much money you got for the DLC?
Get up close and personal.
I want a game. I want to customize my pinball. What's this?
No, Cass, no.
Maybe who has the pinballs? The young lady?
Nah, no, I'm not even gonna.
Mayor's button is freaking out about the intimacy button. Did you miss the squirt button?
So pinball
check out the
technology
story.
has advanced in recent years. There's a lot of advanced features that pinball has nowadays.
Riona has completely turned into a dog. We have to turn her human again as fast as possible. Hold on, Haruka. What's that whip for? I'm not sure I get Haruka's game, but if it'll change Yumi back. Haruka, am I doing it right? I bet you love being a Tanuki. Alright, Yomi, follow me. Yeah, sure. I don't know, we're all going to hell anyway. It's...
What time does the daiquiri store close?
My belly exposed. I'm in total submission. But to who? Even in this pose, I can't get anyone to approach me. They all just keep their distance and stare. I'm a dog. A smart, faithful dog. Whatever my master says, I'll listen. We are not dodging the puppy girl allegations with this one here.
But we do have clean audio of Cass saying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even with that, no one's coming anywhere near me. At this rate, I might go insane from all the loneliness. The people around me look on with disgust in their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my
All around me are
God.
familiar faces.
I told you the people are buying this game are not buying it for a pinball game.
How much story is there?
I would not be surprised if A, story mode has an option for you to skip the pinball parts, or B, story mode contains no pinball.
She
And
hauls
it's
me
just
over
like
to the
that Guilty
machine.
Gear thing.
Before I even know what's going on, she puts me up on top of it. What's going to happen next? What's she going to do to me? This is making my heart pound. And while I'm getting myself all worked up... Mysterious
we got
mist.
flashback. Mist, sure game.
Oh, she turned back into a human. Oh.
Like I'm under the impression that the Senran Kagura games are popular and have budgets and things. But, like, we barely get the characters talking or on screen, even.
Well, they only talk if there's, like, dialogue things. Any sort of internal monologue is silent.
Yeah. Well, there was dialogue in those last scenes, though.
She's just pounding her stomach. Tanuki loved the belly drum.
I remember the time I had to, like, convince you that Tanukis are real animals. Because they are.
Why are you drumming?
I mean,
you don't look like a Tanuki.
Well, it is fun. I do agree with this lady. It is fun.
Alright, they're gonna do it in sync. They're both gonna animate at the same time. Nope, that'd be too much load on the system. The Switch couldn't handle it.
Yeah. The Switch is probably already making, like, Dreamcast disc loading noises somehow. Folks, normally we would advertise the Patreon, but, Cherky over on Ko-fi, just please someone buy me a drink tonight.
I like how seamlessly they integrated pinball into the story.
Now get her on top of the pinball machine.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of.
I think we're finally gonna get some pinball. And that's what I came here for. I'm not here for all this pervert stuff.
Oh, the frame rate.
30. A cinematic 30 frames per
worse.
second.
Is it?
Yeah.
That didn't look 30.
Alright, we can choose our ball.
Choose your furry little ball. I feel like a furry ball would not do well on a pinball table.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like,
the only
imagine
options
the
we
oil.
got.
Went directly into her mouth and she chokes on it.
Keep me from my pinball, will ya?
Alright, use the triggers. You can shake the machine by shaking the Joy-Con or using the sticks. It'll surprise the girl and make her change position. That helps if you're aiming for her legs. Up button or down button to change camera angles. Cameras A through C will track the ball, while cameras D through F are stationary.
Don't put the dot after that. Hey, you saved it though.
Did you know Senran Kagura used to be prohibited on Twitch?
I wish it still was.
Yeah. Yeah, someone will see this and just... Not for any sort of, like, adult content. They just look at this and go, yeah, we don't want...
At a taste, yeah.
Ugh, this feels awful. I don't know if that needs to be said or not, but...
Well, I was expecting high-quality pinball here.
Uses a variety of angles. Bebe is a reliable friend. When you set his Bebe kick, he'll guard the outer hole and knock the ball away if it's about to fall in. To set the Bebe kick, hit the Bebe spinner a certain amount of times. Boring.
Okay, so within the story, go on. Within the story, they told whoever to put her on the pinball table, right? I guess to excise whatever Tanuki demon is within her. So that implies that the girls right here are normal sized, and like this arcade has giant fucking like rooms devoted to pinball like this.
Oh, that would be cool though.
Like the way that like kings and queens used to have like human chess boards and stuff like that. Like this is a human pinball board.
The frame rate did not like this little pop up.
Fairies appear.
I just want to check. You're not using a change camera button, are you?
I am. I'm pressing up and down on the D-pad to change.
Oh, okay.
Camera angles. I'm trying to find one that works.
Yeah, okay. For there, I was a bit worried that the game was just for funsies.
It's very hard to keep track of the ball here.
Yeah. You know, and for how extra this all looks, I'm realizing that this is a very simple table.
Yes.
There's like 2 ramps, some bumpers on the side.
The special substance can make the girls swoon. When the ball hits it, it will go into an after break, and the girls' reactions will become more passionate.
Yeah, but how many points do I get?
Yeah.
I mean, an after break is a very common pinball term. Fucking lying.
When you clear a certain gimmick or bop a girl enough times with the ball, the girl will temporarily fall over and change her position. You'll be able to bop her in different areas for extra points.
I don't like that.
They need to start playing like Shadow of the Colossus music right now, like the triumphant stuff when you start climbing them.
Got balloons to pop. The Spooky Shinobi Park playfield. Is that what we're on right now? When you hit the round screen twice, the bonus will increase by 0.1% per hit.
I think that is the table you're on now because I see the pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, they've gone so extra with everything, and just actually looking at this table is so underwhelming.
I feel like you're looking at the wrong part of the table.
Hang on. Well, there is that glowing portal. I am curious about that, so I might be. I forget what the... Is it Pinball
Sexy
Effect
challenge.
Oh! Oh, okay.
I challenge you to find this sexy.
Okay. There we go. We found some cool gimmicks.
Watch your score skyrocket. What's sexy about this compared to?
That's the challenge. Find this sexy.
I don't know. Well, someone thought that was Sugoi. I'm not sure who.
Somehow this is the pinball game I've been best at tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about me, about this game.
This
Looking
can't be...
forward to our discussion of what the best and worst is tonight.
Yeah. I can't imagine this is a lot of fun to be in this table. At least with the way you're playing it, Cass.
When you say it's not a lot of fun to be in this table, you mean like as that girl?
Yeah. She's just getting beat up.
She's not there to have fun. She's there to be excised.
Oh, I got another
sexually.
sexy challenge. Let's see if this one's sexier than the last.
Well, at least when you do the sexy challenge, she likes this bit, apparently.
A Daruma drop.
I'll give him that. I always love Virtual Pinball to do these like multi-table cut stuff.
The last one. As many times as you can.
Yay! I'm loving this. See, chat, she's enjoying it. The game says so.
Explode. There we go. Destroyed.
What is this stuff about eating that keeps coming up?
She's at her limit. You might be able to save her.
Do you think this hurts?
I'm in pain right now. I don't know about you. It's...
Yeah, like graphics aside, the complexity. We've seen some Game Boy games that had more going on than this.
Outhole bonus.
Do you think this might be someone's sexual awakening? Like later on, they get a girlfriend and they're like, "Listen, there's only one way I can really enjoy myself. I need you to get on this table."
Oh, there's
Here's
a
the
super
ball.
sexy challenge. That's bigger than the regular sexy challenge we've had so far.
It'll be the sexiest, surely. It's very forgiving with getting you in there. As long as you're a little close, it's like, yeah, okay.
Oh boy. Bop the girl with the ball and give her the ultimate stimulation. More hits will boost your score multiplier.
Now, do you think this was someone's awakening, but they wanted to be on the table? You know what? Don't answer that question.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. More power to you, but
I feel like, okay, if you had to see this game made with some other sport, would you rather be baseball or bowling?
Okay, so if it was bowling, I guess is it 10
right.
girls standing in a
Oh
triangle?
wait, do something.
Oh,
Keep it in there. Keep it in there. You gotta do it rhythmically, much like nothing in particular.
great.
If it's in Twitch's database, it's fine. Usually. Oh, she's human now. You did do it.
I feel like I probably should have been quicker on the trigger with fading out of that, but
You know what I'm gonna say? You know, don't think that was an amazing pinball game.
no.
Not
No,
the-
it was
not the
not.
quality
I'm
I was
definitely
expecting.
gonna wait for the game to save before I.
That was probably one of the better ones tonight, though.
Yeah. See, we saved 2100 Zene. A great festival of balls. That's gonna do it for Senran Kagura Peach Ball.
Yeah. They got the flip neck
Available now on Switch.
to make that. That could have been something.
It could have been a contender.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm still beat up.
Yeah.
Even more so
Yeah.
after that last game.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling the effects somehow.
That was
getting pretty the whole night.
that was absolutely a painful pinball game stream. It began with me being injured by the pinball table, and now it has ended with me being injured by a pinball table. But what was the worst of them all? Oh, Match Me Out saying now Cass is a nosebleed for a different reason. Shut up! Best and worst of the night. This is the part of the show where we determine what the best and worst of the night were. I fucking hate them all.
Alrighty. I will get back to you, but I think my worst of the night is still 3D Pinball Express. That looked miserable on so many different levels. Like, there were a lot of miserable ones tonight.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like that one, the angle that you were playing at, the ease of which you could just immediately lose your ball. Like, granted, that was a theme tonight, but still, that one was bad. I don't kind of know what to say other than, in a night of some really bad games, that one stuck out to me as like the worst. But the best, I think Muppet Pinball Mayhem. Like, sure, the audio quality wasn't great, but that felt alright to play. Like, the boards were some of the more interesting we'd seen tonight in terms of layout. You know, maybe a little slight, but still 3 tables is better than a lot of other games. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my best.
Okay, so I'm going to go slightly different here. I do agree with everything about 3D Pinball Express. But I think personally for me, I'm going to put Kiss Pinball PlayStation 1 as the worst. Because though there was some semblance of a design table with properly functioning missions and things like that, actually it was unplayable. Like, actually doing anything, the game speed is just busted. You can't react to anything. Like, say what you want about 3D Pinball Express, but like, you can follow along with what the ball's doing. Like, yeah, there's a lot of cheap stuff where it just knocks it into gutters and things like that. But I was earnestly trying to play Kiss Pinball and just,
It wouldn't
that
let you.
was that's the worst way to play it. I agree with best game is Muppet Pinball. Most of its issues are just how they built a game that was clearly not made for Game Boy Advance hardware. At least the way they built it. They probably intended it to be for Game Boy Advance, but they went for, like too high quality assets and had to shrink everything down, and that is like most of its negative aspects. But playing it is probably the best. I can't give it to, because on the technical level, you would probably say Senran Kagura Peach Ball. But I think for the technical stuff on the showcase, it's actually a very mediocre design as an actual pinball game. So that's why, I'd put Muppets above that, for sure.
Okay, so I think all of us are going to have completely different takes tonight. I don't think there's going to be any consensus or through line here, which is completely fine, obviously. I think that makes things interesting. My best pinball game of the night is going to go to Sci-Fi Pinball, the 1999 one with the movies.
I honestly, in my heart, thought you were going to say Senran Kagura.
No. No, that Sci-Fi Pinball was sold to me as being a particular level of hell, and I just didn't get that off of it. It was fine. Of the games tonight, it was the most competent.
It did seem fine, yeah.
It did. But the way to your heart, in terms of making you think a game's alright, is telling you it's bad.
Yeah, I cannot tell you what was like supposed to be the worst about that one. Just compared to everything else we played, I think you'll agree that just like I know you didn't get to play it, but the ball felt fine. The flippers were responsive. The
it's not one I would have.
Was an ideal angle.
It's not one I would have called my best, but I was definitely thinking about it as one of the better ones we played tonight.
Definitely better, yeah. Like the only real negative was the aliens table felt a bit phoned in.
Honestly, I felt like the Buffy table was more phoned in than aliens, but
that one a bit as well. But there was decency in that game for sure. Yeah.
Fly and Predator were both good tables, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as for the worst, God, I really hated most of what we played tonight. I well and truly despised so many of the games that came down the lane. Kiss Pinball, definitely in contention. 3D Pinball Express, definitely a part as well. That Powershot Pinball, that Powershot Pinball Constructor. God, I well and truly hate them all. I think, though, the one I hated the most might be Powershot Pinball Constructor on the Nintendo DS. That one selling itself as a pinball constructor, giving you the option to create your own pinball tables, and then giving you absolutely fucking no options is egregious. The menus I despise. Just the UI in that one was enough to make me just hate that thing. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going with.
That's totally fair. If I was not looking at it as specifically playing pinball, I would pick that one. I think it's just, as a pinball game, Kiss Pinball was so unplayable for me. That's why I put it there. But like on the, what the game's called, what it's marketed as, what it's supposed to be, it's egregious. It's not a pinball constructor, and even the pinball that's included is not good. It is glitchy and a mess. And also just on the technical level as well, on the DS, sounds like a Super Nintendo game, can't even render 3D. I guess it's not even 3D text, is it? It's just like sprites of 3D text that make the game slow down. So yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Yeah,
but I think the conclusion that I have come to here at the end of all things, having played every pinball game to my knowledge,
sure.
I can now give a final consensus and say, fuck pinball. That's the conclusion I've come to after everything I've seen, or more to the point, I guess. These digital pinball games. I know that all we do is look at the bad ones on this show. That's obviously the gimmick here, but I just I just don't see it. I just don't see how the digital pinball captures the experience of the real pinball at all. I'm taken back to 3D Pinball Express and that help document, that history we read, and how the all-important thing about pinball is the feel. And they called their shot in 1999. A game can never capture the feel. And I've yet to find one of these digital pinball tables within this show or within ones that are obviously better.
I have to disagree on that, and just to not end the show on that note of like, in digital pinball is never got it. I've definitely played.
They can be good. I'm not saying that they
Yeah.
can't be good. Let me be clear here. I'm saying that people can enjoy digital pinball. People clearly do. That there is a way to make a good digital pinball game, a good digitized version of pinball, but it still doesn't have the feel. I think that bit is true. I think it is an experience that can't be replicated with a screen and a keyboard or controller, what have you.
I want to question that. So that's the specific like kinetic feel of using the flippers, right?
Of using the flippers, of literally physically tilting the table, of having the lights flashing in your eyes and the play field, being in the environment of the arcade. I think there's something to be said for all of that as an experience.
Yeah. So I wonder if VR could potentially fill that gap. I imagine you would probably have to build some custom controller thing that emulates the physical feel of holding that part of the table, but giving you that actual 3D perspective. You're looking at you're not just looking at a 2D projection of the table. And I know, Cash, you have stereo blind, but at least for the wider population, it doesn't like that, having that 3D feel. Because mainly that's something I've missed out on, because just pinball is very rare where I am, like physical tables.
I mean, as someone who has actually played VR pinball, it's interesting. But I mean, if you want to say, like, does it capture the real feel of it? No, but nothing can capture the feel of physically being somewhere. And I don't think that's the purpose of, like, a digital pinball game, because you as I said in the web thing, you can't. That's not a possibility. But if you're at home, if you live somewhere where I am where you can't actually get to a pinball machine, it's nice to have an option. Maybe it's just these aren't the options you should pursue.
Yeah, to say the least. I again, I am sure there are good digital pinball games. This is not the show for showing them off, but seeing how bad it can get to was definitely something of a revelation. Just knowing how badly you can fuck it up, because it seems so simple from the outset, from the outside looking in, for someone who doesn't understand how game dev works, really, right? Like, someone like that would just assume that a pinball game would be easy to make. Oh, you just gotta make sure, like, the flippers flip when you press the buttons and the ball feels good.
And
but, like, there's so much more to it. There's
That's also true
so
of, like,
much
actual
more.
That's true of actual physical pinball tables too. That's why you have, like, big names in pinball table design, because they were the people who got that.
No, absolutely. I'm trying to end it on a positive note too, by the way. I'm building to a positive note here, which is to say that a pinball is an art. Designing a pinball table, be it physical, be it digital, whatever the case may be, is a skill. The design requires an intimate knowledge of the form. It can be crafted by experts, and when it is not crafted by experts, when it is crafted by rank amateurs, that comes through. People who fundamentally misunderstand the appeal of pinball or the nuances of the design, and we saw a lot of that tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder, though, that there are people who are quite skilled, who are master artisans when it comes to pinball, and that you should certainly respect the craft. So the next time you find yourself at an arcade and in front of a pinball machine, even if you're a pinball disliker like me, even if you've been cursed to roam the pinball planes and get bounced around by bumpers and flippers for all eternity, still at least take a moment to appreciate that someone at some point put a lot of work into making the best pinball tables the best they can be. That's my inspirational message. I'm still slightly concussed, so I don't even know if the words I'm saying make any sense right now. And especially after that Senran Kagura Peach Ball game, my mind is just mashed potatoes gravy. So before I pass out, before I collapse, I'm going to close the show by saying, folks, thank you for tuning in to the Painful Pinball Games stream. If you like what you saw here tonight, and why wouldn't you, consider subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, becoming a member on YouTube, financially supporting this show that we do. Doing so will grant you access in our Discord server to the Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote and make suggestions for upcoming playthroughs and games and theme nights and all of the sort that we do on this show here. Have a say in what we play, if you will. We also have some other exclusives lined up, especially with our podcast having launched. Podcast.badgamehalloffame.com to access that. And there'll be some exclusive episodes up for our financial supporters in due time. If you can't financially support us, we completely understand. Maybe consider sharing the videos with folk you know. We have a playlist on YouTube. It's called Suggested Viewing. They are videos we have handpicked and selected for viewing for people who want to get onboarded onto the show. We're quite proud of them. Or maybe you know someone who's a tanuki and is in desperate need of exorcism being turned back into a human. And they might get something out of the last 20, 30 minutes of this episode. Maybe not what you intend for them to get out of it, but, you know, who's to say? We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. What do we have coming up?
Well, we have a break coming up. We'll not be streaming on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, a little vacay for the holidays.
So on Thursday, we will be returning to Batman Dark Tomorrow and finishing it.
Yeah, and then Saturday will be a theme night of some sort, let's say. I'm not sure if I'm going to have what I have planned ready in time for that, but the show will go on, and we're not going to stream on New Year's Eve either. So we got a couple nights off coming up in the coming weeks, just to give some foresight, to some forewarning on that. But, you know, we'll be back on schedule soon enough. You know how it is with the holidays and so forth. But we should see about rating someone. I'm looking. Huh. Macaw45 is playing Cougar Force, a French DOS game with like 5 ambitious types of gameplay. That is the title of the stream.
Well, that sounds like the exact opposite of Senran and Kagura.
Yeah, it's for a complete change of pace, why don't we? All right, we'll send folk that way. Please let them know we sent you. I have been... Get back to me later.
And I've been Gutter Lane Charky.
And I've been the person who's going to tell you, play Flipnik Ultimate Pinball. You want to play good virtual pinball, play Flipnik. People keep mentioning it. Yes, play. It's amazing. Johnny Baghead.
Cassidy, that's my name. It took me a second.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Laters. Nope.
Where do I go again? Where do I... Is it to the...
That way.
Which way?
That. The way we went.
Okay, so like this way? Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Okay.
You got there.
It's nice and warm down here. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yeah.